Welcome to Altero, a world filled with romance,
seduction,
danger,
oh no, watch out,
intrigue,
ooh, what's that about?
night creatures, ow, secrets,
Shh, I'll never tell.
and of course, food.
Yummy.
So join us in Altero for Eat, Slay, Love.
Eat, slay, love.
Hello, and welcome to the next episode of Eat, Slay, Love, a game that we are playing here in our homebrew world of Altero. Fantasy D&D, smashed together with a love letter to romance, mystery, all the ways to fall in love. And before we get started on this full adventure, and we get off to what we're up to today, we've got a couple of cheeky announcements.
Yes, we do.
Cheeky?
Courtesy one. I'm like, come on, get it together before it comes to you. Hi, yes, we have some announcements. First and foremost, and thank you for the last month of this. This is our final episode that is sponsored by Tomb Guardians. Curse of the Usurper.
Who's the usurper?
Who is the usurper?
Yeah.
The usurper is a dwarven prince who is basically the embodiment of the living version of hitting.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds sick.
It's a rare metal found in the mines of Shekel.
Shekel. That sounds sick.
I'm pretty into the lore of this.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You don't say.
I feel like
Don't spoil it though.
no, that's backstory. That's backstory. But yeah, it is a fantastic adventure that spans over 900 pages, over 3 hardcover books, the first of which being Trouble in Havdir, the one I'm holding right here. Their Kickstarter is now live. If you're interested in this adventure, which I think you might be, if you're watching this, you're that kind of people. The link is in the chat on Twitch, or if it's our kind of people. And on YouTube, in the description down below, you'll find the link to go to the Kickstarter and go pledge to support this amazing adventure. And there's a whole bunch of different tiers you can support at that will give you a different slew of really cool extras. And I believe every pledge, regardless of which one you're backing at, you also get a digital version of the adventure. So there's that as well, for those who like to play online and remote, as a lot of the community does.
Or don't have space for all of these materials that are out there in the realm of exciting things to collect and hoard.
Yeah, okay, other than that, our Patreon is also live, so you can support QuestKeep over on patreon.com. QuestKeep, if you've been watching, you'll know why that's a thing. And you can go find different tiers to support us at with various reward systems of their own that are ongoing, including Dice Unfolded, which we will be recording at the end of this session and every session for this campaign, where all of the cast breaks down, what just happened, and we get into the nitty-gritty of, maybe why we made some decisions, or what was going on. What's going on with you in that thing? Was it this? And yeah, so if you want to get a little bit of inside scoop of our minds, check that out. Otherwise, I'm excited to get back into this, so I'm going to stop taking time up. But before we do, we play in the amazing homebrew setting of Altero, created by Matt and Roz, and that is the land where we play. However, the land that we are on now, where we are filming this, is the traditional land of the Musqueam people. And we would like to recognize the privilege to work, play, and create on these beautiful lands. Go to native-land.ca, and you can find out what traditional lands you inhabit.
Find out more about the world around you. It's so important.
Damn right.
Internationally.
Yep.
Thank you. And now, heist. But
Do it mentally.
Okay, we're gonna set the scene, and as we go around, I want you to tell us a little bit about just a brief thing about your character. Jump back in for anybody who's new. Who you are, what you're doing, but we'll do it through what we're doing as we set the scene of the heist. Also, we have 2 amazing guests with us here. So when we come around to you, let us know where else they can find you and your content and your Patreon and all that kind of good stuff. So starting over here, this is a member of our heist crew. You have already turned invisible?
Yes. Well, Alan hasn't. He is very much here. But my character, but my character has. I am Alan. I am playing Onavin on Yedi, who is a human aberrant mind sorcerer and a master of the ways of psionics. And right now, he is projecting in everyone's mind around him that he's invisible.
Hey, I'm Jess. I'm a guest. I'm very excited to be able to play this campaign. It's been super fun so far. I'm from Blackwater D&D. We play on Twitch on Monday nights. You can watch us there. It's super fun. We're in the middle of a big long-form campaign as well. And IRL, that's in real life. My IRL MPA, that's in real life, my pronouns are she, her. But IG MPA, also she, her. In game.
The thing that fucks me up is it's actually taking me that long to get there. I'm like, it should be faster, and
No, you should there up.
You're a full word kind of guy.
Yeah. And
boy, am I ever.
Anyway, I am playing Lyra Nocturne. She is a Shadowfeather rogue, Jaco bird person, and she is currently not invisible, but very, very stealthy, to the point of being almost invisible. Yes.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm from Quest to Keep over here. I'm playing Magathra Kegforge, Mog to her friends. She is a stout female dwarf with a cute little feminine beard. She is a fighter, and right now she's sporting a hickey on her neck from something that happened last episode. And she's out trying to panhandle to take some attention away from the guards outside. Thank you. Thank you. What
did I roll?
Oh my god.
Have some more.
Oh, thank you.
Tips are much appreciated.
Yes. And if you don't do it, we judge you.
I do.
She didn't roll that good now.
No, I don't think I've done any performance check for this actually. For begging.
Okay.
Just keeps going.
Love it. Cheer across the board.
Yes.
Him.
Yes.
We're gonna come back to some rolls, so you might want to get the dice out of there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You gotta roll first up. No.
Sure about that?
Nope. Performance or deception, which weirdly comes together to perception and totally mess me up.
Well, they're both smashed
They
it.
both got the same modifier. So,
Performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Performance.
Roll some performance for me. I'll come back to you when we get there.
Performance. I like it. It's when you're not proficient.
Well done.
Hi, I'm Trevor Gemma, he, him, and I am Grave Mortem online. I'm here from Questkeep, and I do other stuff. Don't ask. I'm a man of intrigue. I'm playing Anthem, who is a tiefling bard, also he, him pronouns. I am a purple-skinned tiefling with a shock of red hair, red shirt, have leather armor hidden underneath layers of things, and then a bright red jacket with gold trim. Very fancy, very hey, look at me kind of bard, with a swagger to his step and a rapier on each side. And what happened last time? The three of us are sneaking toward the mansion. I'm also invisible, and two of these people in the party now realize that I can project thoughts into their minds.
You guys are all up at each other's brain folds.
Yeah. I like that we did the like bird click sound, but I also thought of like the drag race sound when someone drops the ball. They're like.
Yeah. I read that.
Okay.
Have fun.
We got this. We got this.
Hi, my name is Em. I use fair pronouns, and I'm from Blackwater D&D. I'm the creative director, cast member, and lore keeper over there. You can find us at Blackwater D&D across all socials, and as Jess said, Monday nights 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also have a Patreon. Please come check it out. And we've been dropped some teasers and trailers of our new Patreon exclusive podcast campaign of God Killer.
Ooh.
Please go check it out. It has been a labor of love and Holy Punk Day aside for the last 3.5 months. So please come check it out. It's a good time. I play Oralani, pronouns they, she, V, is a red Volpe Circle of Spores druid who is currently watching things unfold and keeping an eye on the property after having made their traveling companions for the moment a bit sneakier. And you know, we're probably gonna take some time while I'm here. If I have it while they're inside, I'm gonna attune to that orb.
Nice.
You're gonna ponder that till you understand.
So deeply, much pondering. And yeah, about Orlani, yucky baby is all you need to know.
Hi, I'm Matt. Pronouns are he, they, and I'm playing Ella Laris, and I am a half-elf, astral half-elf. So I got cool black eyes with yellow pupils, and I'm a paladin of the goddess Allegrapinia, the goddess of joy and performance. So I go around and I spread music and joy. And
You're currently doing that right now.
yeah, I got
Make
light
a whole
blue
scene.
hair, sort of. You can see my eyebrows. We don't have the wig ready. And yeah, sort of bluish enameled armor with black and fuchsia accents.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Oh, and I carry a black nylon string guitar on my back that is my spellcasting focus. Despite being a paladin, I have 1 level in bard.
And you're currently playing what for us? Making a scene down the street from the Northcrest Manor.
Yeah, I'm doing, well, I'm sort of going back and forth. I started with a guitar performance, and then in the last episode, I recently found myself some spoons, and so I've been teaching myself to play the spoons. That part of the performance did not go as well, so I'm back on the guitar. And
Drawing a crowd.
plays a very percussive style. The best way to describe it would be shred flamenco.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah,
If in real life you want to know what it's inspiring me, look up Estes Ton, Song of the Golden Dragon on YouTube. And that's very much what I'm thinking.
And
Join our Discord and we'll throw it in there.
roll performance. As you switch back to the guitar. So we'll start farther away and then we're gonna get closer to the edge.
Oh no.
That one.
Oh.
The fucking spoons threw me off. They were not ready. I should not have tried that.
Percentile roll.
Of course you do.
Boy.
The fork.
String breaks.
This isn't a pick, it's a spoon.
Okay, and so
Yes.
we're gonna describe a little bit about this. So you are attempting to go around and do the hustle.
Yeah, I'm hustling people. I'm making a big commotion. If there's couples walking by, I'm like hustling one of them and then remarking how cheap they are to the other one to make them feel bad and embarrassed, especially if they seem like they're on a first date. Yeah, so I roll.
There is a couple there on their first date.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hone in on that. I rolled a 19 for deception.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Everyone believes that you are there and that this is completely exactly what they should be doing, which is giving you money. That this is a
Yeah, you know, like
duo.
in Times Square, how there's like a lot of pushy people who are like trying to get you to buy like their CD and stuff. I'm basically that.
Are you going around asking these people if they like hip hop?
Yes. you like this? Thrashing flamenco? Huh?
Not right now.
You like
don't.
Boons or what, dog?
What are we hearing?
Are you sure you want me to have rolled percentile on something this insignificant?
Oh.
Yes.
95.
Whoa!
Which
I
is
mean-
permanent.
Disfigurement to the
Damage.
maybe.
I said what I said.
The scars
gonna be so hot though. It'll be fine.
Yeah, broken string across the face. Like now I just have this sweet like scar here
Oh,
that people
sick.
will think is from battle, but is
Every song is a
broken
battle
string.
sometimes, you know?
I hear like doing, and I glance behind me, and I'm like, he's
Like,
doing
well, this is a good distraction too.
fine. That's part of the performance. Money.
And there's a couple of people who are like, it's shock, there's just blood, and then it's like rolling down your guitar. It's actually really kind of cool in some ways, but everyone is concerned about, is this supposed to happen on purpose? And you're trying to sell that to them.
Yeah.
Good distraction all around.
Yeah, part of the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can take a cheek scar on your character sheet.
Sick.
Badass. Hey, you wanted to be heavy metal paladin.
Yeah.
It's pretty metal.
Fucking band. I don't know where I was. I lost my word in the middle of
Band
that.
shit. Band shit. We love
I
them.
looked at my sheet and then everything else I'd been saying was gone.
Okay, so this is what's happening down the road. You are obviously hearing lots of this commotion as you are keeping an eye on both sides of things.
Yeah. Do I notice that any of the guards start to make their way over with this commotion?
There are a couple of guards who are very curious about what's going on. Some of them already, it looks like they were, you can tell, you know how in a crowd there's people who are musical and you can pick them out because if music's playing, they're the ones that are kind of like, get a little bit. So there was a couple, like 2 guards out of this like bunch who are doing loops. Some of them are stationed, they touch base. And there was kind of 2 that looked like they were kind of bopping. And then they definitely were curious about there was like a scream and then you're really loudly trying to cover stuff. So a couple of them have sort of turned.
Okay, well, this looks like it's all very well held under control. So I'm just gonna kind of like post up, kind of just like I'm sitting, just kind of on a street corner, just like I'm sitting, this is where I sit. This is nothing important. I'm not related to any of the 2 things going on here. And I'm gonna absolutely take out that beautiful like Mercury Quicksilver orb. And I'm going to start the process of attunement to it.
Awesome. Okay, it's gonna take some time.
Absolutely. And I'm like keeping half an eye out, but like the orb is just like held right here, and I am just keeping an eye out on it.
And you got the ears, do the whole.
Oh yes, they do that respective of whether I'm actually visually paying attention. They're just on.
Okay, so at the manor.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Children.
I had sent the idea that maybe he knows about inside where to go.
You remember that you met some teenagers previously who are madly in love, and Jules is in the bushes outside of Romy's house, and Romy is upstairs, and she's clearly like looking over, trying to like spot him.
But do we want to stop him or allow him to be a distraction?
Allow it.
We should probably go somewhere else.
I agree.
Yes.
Romy pulls out a small, like a piccolo, and she starts to play a really faint tune, and then from the bushes you hear a completely perfect melody matching.
Aww. Oh. They're making beautiful music together.
Okay, let's go.
As we move away, you very quietly hear Lyra imitating the piccolo sound.
It's a beautiful little melody, and as you start to move away, he's not being very quiet, and so he comes out and he's kind of playing along with her, and she pushes open she's like at a door sort of, and so she's leaving the door wide open while she walks along towards the back, and he sort of gets out of the bush and kind of follows her. They're clearly heading to where there's some lovely moonlight and a spot, and they continue to play a harmony together.
Oh wait, you can't see me motion because I'm invisible.
We can go up there. You can go in the door.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone go climb.
Climbing. What are we rolling? How are we doing it?
You're gonna roll a strength-based stat.
Strength.
Strength?
There's nothing that I can like.
Parkour. You're gonna try to do some fancy parkour stuff up the side. I mean, there is a balcony at the very top, but you have to get up the wall. You're gonna pull yourself up.
So strength. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Natural 20 for 21.
Nat 20!
Oh, hey.
For a 21!
Amazing.
Come on.
Oh, it's Mind man.
It's
That
not.
one! Join the club!
Don't you put that evil on me!
Don't roll
Roll
that
that.
die.
Roll conservation of greatness.
12.
The opposite of 21.
Opposite of
Well
21,
done,
yeah.
well done, well done.
Pull myself up and pull him as well.
So they get up gracefully. You're invisible, which is lucky.
Yeah.
Right? And no one hears because of the pass of the trace spell. But you are sweating everywhere.
Take out this. Oh, wait. I put it away. I don't wipe the
Are you
sweat
sure?
away. I'm positive.
It's so perfumed though.
That's why.
Okay. So you get a little bit of a hint as you start to pull it out and then tuck it back away. So you just let the drips of sweat pour off.
It's a good thing I'm invisible because your boy dripping.
All right. So you can sneak up and there's
And sorry, there's what?
an open door.
Open door. Oh yeah. Okay.
And you can still hear, and you'll be able to hear it as well easily. You two probably don't pick up on it, but there is a flute piccolo duet happening.
There's a whole scene going.
So is the house is so they've moved around to like a back balcony,
Yeah.
and it's this front door kind of on a veranda-ish thing that's open. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep my eyes on where the light is, if there's any other lights in the house, or like if I can see or hear movement inside.
Yeah,
as
on the
well.
far one of the other sides, clearly like down a wing, there are some lights on.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm behind Anthem.
we're, Oh, I have a devious idea. If we lock on the door and she's stuck on the balcony, maybe by the time we're done, she can't get in, and there's a distraction. No. Okay, be funny too.
Play it safe.
Okay.
We are here for information only.
You don't want to get caught.
Yes, I mean, that would be the distraction so that we can sneak out the other way. It's okay.
Or move fast.
Okay.
So you know there's guard movements, you know things are happening. You've entered into a large kind of sitting room. What are you looking for first?
Letters.
Office.
Yeah.
So you'll have to leave to go down a hallway to try to find an office.
EP4.
There are some like, nightstand type things or tables that you could dig through here, or you could just head directly for an office space.
I will.
Okay, so you leave down a hallway, marble floors, beautiful,
I say,
exquisite.
just with the rough layout of our surroundings, our immediate ones, I say, let's meet back here.
Okay.
I'll go the other way, looking for either a room that looks like a study or master bedroom.
Okay.
I will follow Anthem.
Okay, so you and Anthem take off down one hallway. You do find a study and office. Your way, you're headed towards the master bedroom.
Okay.
Okay. Could I just check the door for any visible traps? Investigation. 14?
Or Lyra can help and you can
Yeah.
roll an advantage.
Help action.
Okay. No.
Okay,
14.
A 14 will still, it's unlocked in an open study.
Oh.
And there don't appear to be any traps along the doors.
Okay.
The ledge, the spot where the lock hits, you've checked all the obvious spots.
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking around for locked doors that I can open.
Okay.
I'm gonna search for. I'm gonna rifle through. If there's a desk, I'd like to rifle through looking for papers, just looking for anything that looks like it's in either coded language referring or just flat out referring to chaos crystals.
Awesome. So you investigate.
Yeah.
And you're looking for another door that's locked.
I'm looking for doors or drawers that are locked.
Okay.
Anything.
Definitely in this room there is one, in the more office part of it, there is a desk. It is extremely ornate, heavy wood. Everything about it is locked.
Okay, I would like to start.
Okay, you both start your rolls. We're gonna pop over to you. And then we'll
Okay.
kind of pop around a bit.
Sure.
Heading towards the master bedroom, you said?
Yes,
What's the door look like?
it's closed.
Okay. I don't rattle the knob. I just touch it gently. Is it locked?
It's unlocked.
It is
And
unlocked.
there is a light on. Like, you can see a faint flicker of candlelight from underneath the door.
Okay. I take a step back, and if I were visible, you would see me just cast Mage Hand to unlock or to open it.
Open the door, and it just does it push open?
Or pull, up to you. Honestly,
I don't mean to rules lure you, but casting a spell will break your invisibility.
I just checked only if it's only if that spell is also a concentration spell, and Mage Hand.
Well, that's because you're
is a can.
your aberrant mind. Love that.
Oh,
Love that.
I checked first. Yeah.
Amazing.
I got you. I got
You're
you.
also thinking about it. Yeah. So the door would push into it, and so as it opens up, you hear a man's voice. Not now, Romy.
I step in quietly.
Okay. And outside, the performance and this stuff continues. You're getting no signal from anybody else. So do you keep going? Do you try to close up shop?
I think I make a big thing from the guards that I'm like, you must have a first aid kit at the guard post. You know, like we need bandages.
Yeah, I think we just roll with it and make it into part of the distraction. And
Yeah.
Sort of, it's performance art.
Yeah.
So the guards are not interested in helping you, and they kind of like whisper to each other, and then they're just like, and they head back.
No.
Do they look like they're going to start going back towards the house and potentially catch what's going on? I see this, and I just kind of am holding ours like, later. And I put it away. I'm going to stop the process of attunement. I am going to take one of my bottles of Attunement wine. I'm going to pop it, and I'm going to hold the cork in my teeth, and I'm going to start walking towards these guards, and I'm going to like make a very loud sound about spitting the cork out. And I take just like a huge swig from the bottle, and I look towards the guards and just like, oh, hello. Were you enjoying the,
Move along, miss. Move along.
Did you want to sit? Come on. Join me.
And they look around like maybe they would have been tempted. You can roll a persuasion.
It
Would you
doesn't
allow
sound
me to
suspicious at all.
Would you allow me to cast guidance on myself as I walked over? Okay. 11 plus 4 for persuasion plus 1 is a 15.
So one of the younger ones that you noticed was kind of green from before is like, come on. It's quiet.
I won't tell if you won't.
The kids are just in the back with their stupid flutes. All that's happening anyways.
Isn't young love grand?
And so they do engage you in conversation.
Great.
Take a sip of wine.
And I will attempt to use that as enough to detain them. I'm going to try to not drink as much of the Attunement wine as possible and keep it, but allow them to imbibe as they need to.
So back to your rolls upstairs in the study in the office.
My initial investigation was a 4.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of crap.
It's a bunch of crap. Nothing. I mean, it's important to them, but it's nothing that you're interested in.
Actually, sorry, I take this back. I'm not throwing anything. I'm not making a mess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it back where it was.
Nice.
My lockpicking attempt was a 13, but if that fails, I might do something to do better.
That won't unlock anything.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to. Does a 17?
Yes.
It's a good number anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. Well, the result of that, I'm gonna start checking the walls for any hidden
Behind
safe
paintings.
kind of things.
Yeah.
So what you would see if you were watching Lyra pick this lock is she'd like be fussing with it and then would like seem like she was about to give up, and then she'd like her eyes would kind of like dim for a second because they're kind of like have green glow, and they'd like dim for a moment and then they'd light back up and she'd be able to
Very cool.
How was that?
Very cool.
10.
The paintings are, classic landscapes, nothing behind any of them. Really unexciting. But down the hallway, as you hear Blaine Northcrest's voice.
Blaine.
Yeah, I said that too. In fact, I think what I think I said was yuck.
I'm sure there's some great Blaines out
I'm
there.
sure there's a lot of great Blaines. I met
But
two
this-
and they weren't
this fucking
Blaines,
guy.
but this fucking guy.
This one sucks. We're not killing anyone?
Fucking guy.
Okay. Still invisible. I would like to cast the minor illusion right behind his ear. I want it to sound like his daughter saying, "Dad, what are you afraid of?"
Okay, so this just goes off behind his ear, and he's sitting in a large leather chair. He was clearly reading, going through manuscripts, drinking, smoking, and his daughter's voice behind him. And he just drops everything and he stands up and looks around. Rowie! I know you're here. Show yourself, child. Girl.
Mage hand slammed the door shut.
And he turns around and he's like,
Is the mage hand invisible?
Yeah.
did you find the crystals again? Have you done this? It's unacceptable. Show yourself to me.
I dropped the invisibility, and when I do, I appear as Romy, but I look ghastly ill.
Do you think this is this cheap trick?
I take a step.
Take yourself to your room.
I take one more step ahead.
He steps back from you. You're sick with the crystals.
No.
What have you been doing?
No. I'm sick of you.
He steps. Now he takes a step towards you.
I cast.
He's like moving towards
I
you.
cast dissonant whispers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Man burning through spell slots.
Listen, this is my first time being a caster. I normally spend key points like candy, so let's go.
Haunt away.
Doing so great.
So cool.
Okay.
Rattle some chain too.
Oh.
Let's see. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw at 14.
6.
Thank you. On a failed save, they're gonna take not 1, not 2, but 3d6 psychic.
Okay.
I would like to, is it rules as written or whatever your final word is about casting that as a dual effect?
Like, can you hit the right spot?
Like, can it be painful and non-lethal? Like a
Is your character capable of it? Have you practiced it before?
Yeah.
I think so too. Okay, so you don't necessarily know him. It's still a risk, right? You practice this also like with different, you've done it to people before. It doesn't always go perfect. But you feel pretty good about it.
Okay.
You know, you get better and better at all the time. But you're also having to take trying to gauge a lot of things in the moment.
Yeah.
So maybe what we'll do is have you roll an insight
Okay.
to help direct it.
9. Wait. Yeah, 9.
Man, we're all hot tonight.
Hot dice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're out there drinking, having a great time.
I'm having a gas.
Okay, so it's not that how good it's gonna go. It's your confidence in it.
Interesting.
So you're looking at him and you're trying to assess, and you're like, okay, he's about this age. He probably doesn't have magic abilities. He's human and an asshole, but probably not like with any additional abilities. He's not a dwarf or something else where they might, you know.
Yep.
Anyway, so all that's going through your head, but then you look at him and you're like, yeah, he might be tougher than he looks.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. What did I say? 3d6. I think?
Great sound.
14.
Good shit.
Okay, so it's my roll.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Fatality.
It's more damage than it would take to drop him. But you're able to just hang on to it.
So as they
And he collapses completely to the floor, and you're not really sure if he's gonna stand up. But then you
Okay.
watch him sort of like one hand sort of slide across the floor to brace himself, and he sort of like leans.
He also needs to spend his reaction to get as far away from me as possible without
Oh yeah.
putting himself
He starts to like,
danger.
and he starts to sob as he slowly pulls himself away.
And still as his daughter, but in a much more ominous voice, I say,
Where do you get the crystals from? Jeez.
He tells you everything as he sobs and cries, and begs for his life. And so he's they're from the capital. From the capital. I was just supposed to protect them and hang on to them. They were just supposed to be safekeeping.
For who?
Look, in the stand next to my bed, you can take all the documents. Are you even my daughter? Is she alive?
I open the stand, and if it is unlocked, and just At your mage hand, bring yourself Yeah.
over. Yeah, it's a set of documents. It's sealed, but it's got a bunch of stuff that you would recognize that would be related to Portalis from the capital, like, you know, transmission, address stuff. That is everything you would need to know about the crystals.
my eyes turn jet black, and the image of like dark mascara running down my face. I say,
Your daughter is deserving of your love and is not deserving of your ire. Do not make me return here again.
Yeah. Anything.
what is keeping this room lit right now?
Candles. A couple
Great.
candles around the room.
Just and I go.
Okay, to the sounds of him sobbing and promising to be better,
Jesus.
And I'm the scary one.
Harlequin romance brought to you by Bloomhouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
We said aberrant mind, right? Word?
that.
Okay, just
Chill
chill.
mind.
Yeah, not abhorrent.
So, as you're not invisible anymore, right?
No.
And what do you look like? Because you're coming down the hallway towards these two, who are.
By the time I reach them, I do not look like that anymore.
You're back to your normal.
Yeah. Pass without trace is still active.
For an hour.
Sick. But still in very like non-descript, dark, kind of inconspicuous attire.
Right. So I will give you. You were able to get into that.
Oh, yes.
Really like locked up thing. All of the stuff that's in there is about charities that are actually fronts for mining projects. So funneling the money through places and then establishing things to take attention away from.
Sorry, I thought this was a fantasy game. I didn't know we were.
Okay, I'm gonna leaf through them and just basically memorize all the information on them really quickly.
Yeah. So I will have to send you a bunch of company names.
Okay, cool, great.
I found nothing.
You haven't found anything. So you come back into the room.
We should go now.
I'm still invisible, so you just say.
I would, yeah. I'll like in the process of probably relocking the.
Where's the tiefling?
Oh, I am sorry.
You just see a painting go and hit the wall.
I found nothing. What do you want to leave?
I found something most informative.
You find the crystals?
I found where they come from, but enough. We need to leave now.
Okay, let's go.
Yes. I found something. Good.
Seeing them, I think, kind of making their way out, I would kind of just be like shooting the shit with these guards, making sure the guards' back is to the house, and I'm gonna try and like put myself between the thing that's happening over there at the corner with Ala and Mog, and I'm just like I'm spitting tails. I'm just like shooting the shit with them. Probably we have drank more wine than I would like, but it's fine. It's for the cause.
So fine.
So fine for the cause.
Run point since I'm still invisible.
So you'll be able to look down, clock
Yeah.
over top of the trees that protect the house.
Yeah, just like see where the coast is clear. Come on. Yeah. I'll just message it back. So quiet. Why would I not?
Keep the channel open.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll a quick stealth to leave.
Yes.
Those of you who are visible.
Still plus 10?
Plus 10.
Rock.
And outside here,
Yeah.
you can.
Oh no.
It's a botch.
Okay. Does
But it's a botch plus 14.
I'm very loud.
does my plus 10 on a nat 20 help him out at all, or what do we do?
Roll your percentile.
31.
It does. Look at that.
Ross had you by like hook at that point. It was like, holy shit.
I trip and hit the ground, and it makes a sound, but it's still muffled.
It sounds like a tree falling in the forest.
And only a couple of you were around to hear it, so you know.
Let's go.
I'm like, I see the like, I'm like,
And all of you can connect up, but you're still entertaining guards. So as you see everybody start to move to be together again,
I would probably hold on that for like another 5 or 10 minutes.
another like bunch of sips of that wine.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm just like, you know what? Gentlemen, this has been a pleasure. I hope I see you again. I hope they're decently tipsy at this point. Absolutely.
You're gonna and one of them kind of looks at you just a bit like, coming back.
Me?
Maybe tomorrow.
Oh. I'm spoken for. Sorry. But this has been really nice.
And he's just like, kind of like toddles off with his buddy as this other friend is like, we're gonna get fucking back to work, bro.
She'll get over it.
And I look at the other one because I'm assuming might have been the younger one that was, and I look at the other one and I was like, if it's any consolation, your entire gender is out of my scope. So. Have a wonderful night. And I leave.
It's more rocks in it.
Have I made a few copper?
Oh yeah, at least, yeah.
Okay. How much? Like.
Let's give you like a 3 silver and 6 copper.
Okay, I split it exactly with.
With everyone.
No, with.
Oh, just with
Because I'm like, you did such a good job. Who would have thought of doing that?
Yeah. Honestly, I could heal this, but I think it looks pretty cool.
It looks great. You look like such a badass.
Yeah.
Should I do one too?
I mean, yeah.
Maybe later. But like, it's just looks so good on you.
So cool.
I think as I would see them all kind of glomming up over on one area, I would start walking down the towards the west gate. Was it? I'm gonna start walking to like in the direction of the west gate and then you would just hear that crinkling sound of leaves again moving in that direction to kind of signify let's move out of here. Yeah. Well, you still have pass without trace up.
So, we are going to leave the city. We have reached the gate. We're going to head out on the road. While you're on the road for this half-day travel north, we are basically at the point where we can do a long rest through the travel. So we'll take a little extra for a coach that's headed so you guys can rest. And then at the same time, you can go through the documents that you've received.
Okay.
Well, we exit the gate to leave into the forest. I just stop and I look back at the city and my hand goes to my neck where the hittng goes, Pietro, I'll never forget you. I'll turn around, run after them.
Before I sleep, can I attune to the orb?
Yes, you can work on that.
We long resting, we attuning,
Long
we
resting.
feeling good.
Does the brooching give
Practicing
you a tune too?
spoons.
Oh, the spoons are coming.
You'll get there.
Much.
Does the brooching give you a tune
6
too?
scars.
No, I don't think so.
Alright.
I'll double check, but
All right,
yeah.
I got the deep later.
Yeah. And then so we'll do the orb. The documents we'll go through, but basically it's a bunch of information about chaos crystals and where they travel between. But why are they like this size that they were able to put them into the collars? It's fashioning them into gems and jewelry to be a part of things for nobility to wear, which could enhance their magic, enhance their abilities. So it's starting almost this like jeweler trade of them. And there's a bunch of that kind of stuff that continues. But I'll clarify and send you a bunch of more information.
Okay.
And then you got those documents and I'll send you some companies.
Is it legit? Or is it like, okay.
You wouldn't, it's not that you wouldn't be allowed to do it, it'd just be very expensive. But there's elements of it that you'd have to dig into and really read through it about why they're keeping it secret.
Right. Okay.
As we're traveling along on the road, most of your other companions have. Do you sleep? Okay.
I think if we've got a cart and it's like, would there be space to lie down, or are we kind of sleeping while sitting?
Sleep and sit.
Okay.
But dealer's choice.
Okay.
Did we just find a cart? Like
There are
like,
places
hire
leaving.
it?
You were able to like hire one.
Oh, great.
They're like people are trying to reach out because like people come to Con all the time for
Yeah.
parties and stuff. Leaving drunk or whatever is not a big surprise to people. It's like taxi cabs waiting, but like places people need to go back to their farms or they want to travel. So it's easily like people are like, hey, take me.
Would it
Alright.
cost us anything?
Yeah. But like, this ride maybe like 2 gold.
Sweet.
Nothing. You guys didn't hire like you didn't pick one of the people who are just like our elaborate coach for nobles.
right,
Like
right.
something that would take someone back to their
It's
farm
not
farther.
the XL Uber.
Would a farmer be able to afford 2 gold
Well,
in their
okay.
lifetime?
I mean, and if there's an
Still
option for an elaborate coach for nobles,
Oh.
it's not like we don't have the money.
Okay,
to
well
spend.
I mean, it'd be much better sleeping.
I'm gonna sit up front and chat the ear off of the driver.
I'm gonna start writing you just hear like,
He was skilled on the pole.
Like I'm starting to write a song about Jerry.
He was skilled on the pole is the first line.
I'm trying things out. I'm just trying to find.
Workshopping.
Yeah,
me too.
What rhymes with ball?
Okay, so I'll charge you. We can do 6 gold, and you can go super fancy.
6 gold a person.
Great.
No total.
Oh, incredible.
Hell yeah.
6 gold super fancy?
Well,
Amazing.
for this travel, the big expensive thing to do is take the train.
Right.
Which I
not
want to do so badly. I'm
I
train
know.
pilled. I love trains.
I think
That's me.
if this,
Yeah.
if
I
you'll
knew.
allow
I
me,
could
I think this cart probably has like a hard top, potentially like a hard top roof on it, and there's just kind of just like a scamper up, and I am just like lying down on the hardwood of this cart, kind of staring up at the sky.
Oh, like Snoopy.
I burrow, I sleep places, it's fine. And I think that I, almost without thinking, the orb just kind of comes in my hands and I'm just twirling it around between my fingers, and then just like flowers just start to grow, particularly in the areas that the mange kind of sits on my body. There's like these small little plants that start to grow in those areas while I'm attuning to this thing and focusing truly on it because I have nothing else to do but time.
When you come up, I'm up there practicing.
Oh,
I
wouldn't be there if you were there. I would do it alone.
Oh,
No, that's totally okay. You can be there. I will find somewhere that's just quiet. Like that would have been just me, I think.
Well, I think when you come up, I'd been like, oh, it's time for bed. Gotta sleep. It was the worst performance in like 40 years. It's time for
You
bed.
did awesome. I love what
It
you
was
did with
terrible.
your cheek.
Yeah, I mean, that turned out pretty cool. But
You
Also-
have to believe in yourself.
I look mid to late 20s, so the 40 years is a little out in place.
So,
I go back down to the
yeah.
thing to
Yeah,
So you get the roof to yourself with the things getting the night sky around you as everyone's going to take their rest with the 2 moons. They're quite full in the sky. We're headed towards about every 3 years a double full moon, which is days away.
cool.
So the red moon, and
So intense.
Imba and Rowana.
I would also try and climb up to the roof of the thing and just like poke my head out and then see Orlani there and then kind of.
If I saw, yeah, I wouldn't have started. I don't think until Ala. I wouldn't have wanted to disrupt Ala up there. I think I would have just kind of waited until she was done her noodling, and then gone inside. I think if Lyra had come up though while I was attuning, I started and I stopped before. I'm not going to stop this time. I'm going to continue the attunement process. So if Lyra's there, I don't think I would mind or notice at this point.
Over the rattle of the cart and the sound of the wind passing by every once in a while when her head turns, you can just hear her just, so what's your story? Where did you come from? Just yabbering on at the driver. Whoa, I've never been to Kaimond. Tell me about it.
Let me tell you about different sands.
Let me tell you about ant farms.
Then up on the top, Lyra's not going to say anything to you. She's going to see that you're busy, but she's going to take her sort of one layer of her robe off and make a little sort of nest around herself and curl up in it. And she's going to pull out of her bag just like a couple of little trinkets. She has like a glittery black hairpin, a crystal tooth, a tiny little mirror, and a ring. And just like lay them around her where her head is going to lie, and then tuck her head in and close her eyes.
As a fellow burrower, I respect this innately
Yeah.
and will not bother her in the slightest.
For like the next like hour or two, the two of you will see every like few minutes, you'll just see like a little swirl of like abstract imagery of like skies and landscapes, just like little things that just kind of like pop into your head, and they're easy to push away if you want, but she's dreaming.
Is
Can I eat
that
some of those mushrooms?
is that a two-way thing? Would I know if that's a two-way thing?
That hasn't been communicated with you, but you could try.
I think while my mind is this open, because I often see the attunement process as like you're opening yourself up to the magic of an item to infuse you. I think it would be impossible for me to stem the flow. So I think by proxy, you, if possible, like if that was a two-way connection, there would like you would see. I think that landscape, you would see just a dead raccoon with flowers growing in it. You would see a swamp, a bog. You would smell that like honey, sickly sweet smell, like sometimes when you sneeze. You would like feel the depth of like a deep ochre yellow, like permeating through just almost like a wretchedly beautiful landscape.
It's very cool. So Lyra would experience that. And I almost would imagine that, like, if you imagine it's like sand almost, the way
Yeah.
that particles swirl in the images form, that like every like maybe 30 seconds or so, there'll be another like sort of little flow of imagery that would come out and almost disrupt what you were sending, and then the two would kind of come together and then they'd resettle.
It'd be like this like beautiful, it's like a dream tennis.
Yeah.
You take what I've sent you,
Totally.
you maybe lob the same thing or something else back, and we're just, and I don't think Orlani would be able, I think I'd probably be aware of it, but I don't think I'd be able to stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it familiar because of you throwing images into the brain before, or is it different?
Familiar, sorry, how?
When you were communicating earlier through...
Yes, it's the same.
It's the same thing.
You can
Oh,
sense
okay.
it. It's the same type of communication that's happening.
Okay.
But it seems to be passive.
So I guess that's just us left in the coach?
Yeah.
I'm
you
in
can
the
come
coach.
back.
Yeah. Okay.
When you came back into the room, why were you no longer invisible?
I had to divert my energies elsewhere in order to achieve my goal.
Oh, you had to cast a spell.
This wonderfully big.
Isn't it?
I mean, if I'm invisible, I have to. If I want to use a different magic, it goes away. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Insight.
Yeah, may as well. Deception.
Nah, 20.
That's your second one tonight?
18. Where was that before?
Dice tell a story.
So 23. They really do.
24.
Damn. So I've got a 23, but does the nat 20 make it beat it or no?
It's up to you.
Oh,
Up to you.
Oh, no.
okay.
The
Waste it!
there's an element of connecting with you,
Right.
right?
I think in that case I will honor the criticalness of that, and I'll just give you a smirk.
Our general nat 20 rule is that it's best possible outcome, which is not the same as desired outcome.
Or automatic success. It's best possible outcome.
And-
Which I think in this case, I like the idea that it is you recognize each other in a different way.
Game see game.
Yeah, like if I had failed that, you would know I was lying, but that wouldn't be like, you got me, and now I gotta tell you everything.
No.
Like I would just, I volunteer that smile, that faint
Cool.
smile.
Perfect.
By this time, I've already been satisfied. I didn't notice that. I'm just like going to sleep.
When you go to sleep, you do hear some music play. You were worried upstairs that, like in your head, I mean, like in your mindscape, about your worst performance. And it's the kind of thing that happens when you're at a temple and having a really introspective moment. The music still comes to you. And you feel the goddess at your back. And there is a strength that's still there within you.
I think, feeling that sort of maybe in the dream state, probably try and have a chat her, not necessarily verbal, but if I can feel it there, Aloe would be concerned that this went so badly as, maybe not punishment, but like a warning of like, get yourself back in line, but she's not really sure what she would have done that would have caused that.
And it's almost as though you go through a series of dreams where you you perform, and not every performance is great. And you get the feeling that you spend time knocked down and defeated sometimes. But that what she's really looking for is for you to get back up and to be that for everyone else. That you will be a performance and joy conduit for her. And that you can only know how to do that if you know what it feels like to get low, to be bad, to be... And bad is such a relative thing. To not be able to do your best sometimes is not a negative for her. And she's just pumping you full of that same joy that she's sending you out there in the world to pump everyone else up.
Yeah, because Aloe is definitely masking a bit, coming back. Yeah, I'm great. And inside, she's like, I'm being punished. What?
Such a paladin. Oh, God. But yeah, you definitely feel that she's got you.
Okay.
And she expects you to stand back up again. And to not let that disrupt your optimism and your joy.
Roz, what time was sunset?
Sunset?
Yeah.
We're like 6, 7 p.m.
Okay. And it's like kind of getting to be later in the evening now?
You guys are traveling deep into the night.
Yeah, okay. So at like round about midnight, the two of you in this like image you're seeing in your mind, it would like get a little bit stronger and clearer and sort of have more resolution to it. And you'd see like a sky with like stormy clouds. And then you'd hear like a cacophony of bird calls and caw, 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 cawing. And then you'd see like a bird's body tumbling through the sky. And then it would just it would all disappear. And you would see Lyra shoot bolt upright from sleep and look around her.
Are you all right?
You. And then in like an old man's voice, beauty and death.
There is beauty in many things, and I think a lot of the time people don't see it, or they choose not to because it displeases them.
Yes. Yes. Good night. And she crawls back up.
I think I leave. If I get any more images, I think I leave Lyra peacefully. She's got enough to deal with.
And you've got a new arm.
I sure as shoot do.
I'll let you choose the element.
Element?
Oh.
What are my options, Roz?
I mean, the classics are available.
Is poison available?
Sounds like poison on the
Traditionally, it's earth, fire, water, air, kind of thing.
Rubidium.
Sure. You want to make a push for poison as like a...
I would think that...
You've basically got a bomb. A one-time use bomb. And it can either be like one of the classic elements, or because it's you and you're so connected to nature. Pitch me.
Thank you for not throwing it at the wall.
I think...
That was your pitch.
If you'll allow me, what I think this thing does when it explodes is almost... I have this vision of just like bracken, like exploding from it with giant thorns, and that is how the poison is delivered. So earth, but in the sense that this is an eruption of the ground, that like it's an earth reclamation.
Back to what you want it to be.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to what's been taken from me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really want to see some fan art of like a Volpe pondering an orb.
Make it happen, internet.
Yeah.
This will act a 1 mile radius.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
And
You got a nuke?
It lasts like there'll be about an earthquake for about a minute while this is happening.
Holy shit.
Oh my fucking
So
God.
you've.
He had this.
This is a devastation orb.
Whoa. Mobo was fine with us taking anything in this place.
Not really. He didn't expect you guys to break into his safe.
I also didn't leave the writ for the alcohol.
You son of a bitch.
So we're not coming back.
I'm not. I learned this beautiful new thing, and I think feeling that word devastation, for me, that's synonymous with beauty. That this will be absolutely destructive. But for me, this is wonder and amazement and joy.
Keep it secret.
I sure as shoot do. I like the second it's attuned to me, I think it's underneath my robes and it sits right there. It sits right there.
Okay.
Everyone's doing great.
We're doing so
Everything's
good,
fine.
y'all.
Holy smokes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get some sleep.
Get some rest because we're rolling into the Opal Forest.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fall asleep to the murmuring of me just talking this driver off. He probably said something like, "Oh, it's hard for me to stay up through the night," and I'm like, "I'll help you." Just talking until I get drowsy at like 4 a.m. and
Yeah,
roll
so
into
my
bed.
dreams will be a weird bleed of whatever imagery's coming
Yeah.
in from Lyra and whatever you're saying. It's just like, ugh,
Yeah.
hard to sleep.
How do you dream? Good dreams? You just write out.
I dream of nothing. Nothing. It's just a void.
Sounds nice.
But I wake up and my neck really is sore, and I'm like, oh.
You fell asleep in the front of the cart?
Yeah. Okay. I fell asleep like this. I'm just getting jostled about. So I wake up and I was like,
And we make our way into the forest, the Opal Forest. As you start to rise, it's sunrise. It's beautiful light coming through. You can still see a bit of the 2 moons as they continue to make their way to the light of the day. And as you're approaching the forest, you'll notice that you've been traveling past bucolic farms and countryside, but occasionally in the distance you do see some evidence of mines. I don't know how familiar your character is with them. You'll just spot one on this shorter part of this journey, but you know that further north you might encounter something else.
like an active mine?
It's hard to tell from this distance.
Do I smell
Been there before.
the same sulfurous smell? That's what I would be looking out for. See the water?
Not from this distance.
Okay, sounds good.
There's like parts of, occasionally you pick out smoke and stuff. Sometimes it looks like a little bit different than you might just think from a farm, but it's hard to really tell. You're still far from those things, but it looks like what would be if like a part of a hillside should have continued bigger, but it's flat now.
Right. Fracking.
Not quite yet, but they're on their way.
Strip mining.
Strip mining. Yeah.
I rolled an 18 for history, and I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
maybe we talked about this, like, about the mine.
You know what you know? You don't.
Because I come from a
You're
mining
sick.
town.
And fucking lots of weird shit in your mind. In fact, you're thinking about the fact that, someone got a wedding invitation and they were talking about it, and it's like about to be, you're watching the 2 moons start to, get obscured by the light of day. But you're thinking about how it was about 3 years ago that your sister got married, that she got married. It wanted like 2 full moons, and it makes all this like purple light in the sky.
Yeah.
And then everybody across Altero always does the color purple at weddings. It's like a big thing, and you're just thinking about all those cool things. You just have lots of stuff.
Yeah. Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, mining, moons. You hear all sorts of random facts.
Lots of random stuff. Talk a lot.
Okay, so they sort of dump you at the edge of this forest where there was someone waiting.
Hello.
And a character kind of flags the driver down and kind of comes running over. She's short, and she has a flat tail and a bit of fur on her face, but she's sort of in an in-between being a small beaver type creature or a human. And she kind of runs over and she's talking to the driver kind of briefly, and she's like, "Is this one another one for me? Hey?" And he's like, trying to wake you up, and you're snoring away. And he's like calling down and like, "Are you guys here for the whatever this is?"
We're here for the forest, yes.
For who are you?
And she kind of like pops her head over. "I'm Amelia.
Hi, Amelia.
Hello.
Are you here for the?" Usually people know when they're here for the thing, so
I am here for the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
The thing.
I'm Magathra Keg Forge.
I would like to roll if I have ever seen this species before.
yeah, everybody can roll.
It is not something we've described in a previous game.
It is not.
Oh no.
Rolling a history?
Nat 1.
That's okay. For this history check, you won't be rolling percentile dice. Do you recognize a werebeaver?
Yeah, damn it.
17.
Trevor knew what was going on, but
17.
Anthem doesn't know shit.
16.
8.
So even the 17,
Good number.
you've never heard of a werebeaver.
Okay.
Roll a 4. Bear beaver.
Yeah.
Well done.
That made me stupid laugh.
Here we go. So that made me stupid. No, so she's kind of like, "Hi," and you guys are looking at her. And she's like, "Oh, I know. You've probably never seen a werebeaver before. That's okay. I'm Amelia. I'm a werebeaver. I'm the first of my kind."
I love it.
Wait,
It's
where?
a cute look.
Is this because the moons are almost full?
It's not because of it.
No, I mean,
There.
sorry.
Got bit by a beaver.
Not really.
Did you say first of your kind?
Yep. You guys aren't here for the mushroom thing, then move right on.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out a thing of the mushrooms. Yeah, the mushroom thing. We're here for
We
the mushroom.
did just say we were here for the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
The mushroom thing. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right, okay, you can let him out, and then you go bring your stuff. Come on over, and we'll get you signed up.
Fantastic. And I like grab my things and I
The light of the day, you'll transition traveling, following Amelia into and her tails.
Yeah.
Behind her, I don't know why it makes that noise, but it does. And then
slaps on the ground. I get it.
I'm kind of imagining she almost looks like a platypus in that way.
Yep. Perry the platypus. she leads you in, and you quickly kind of transition where you're traveling kind of a path where it looked really dense forest, like you couldn't see beyond it, but then you step out into a place that looks like a festival is setting up. And some of them look tired, like they've been through the whole thing through the night, and some people are heading over to little tents to go sleep. But then other people are just coming out of tents and getting ready to go. And someone else runs over to Amelia. And this person looks like they're a were-rat, and they come over and they're like, "Well, people are yeah, this is great." And then they've got sparkling wine juniper cocktails that come across on this little plate around everybody.
I absolutely take a cocktail. Thank you.
Yeah.
I take a cocktail in my hand and do not take a sip. Just kind of.
And Amelia has one too. She's like, "New friends, welcome in. Welcome into the event.
Thank you.
Are you here to represent blue or red?"
Ooh.
Blue.
Is that a collective decision or is it an individual decision?
I mean, sometimes people come and they do one or the other. Some people come and the whole group will do all blue, and then they might like head on over and do red for a while.
Forgive me, my friends were not entirely clear on all of the rules.
They're like in foods.
Perhaps an expert can explain how this event works.
Oh, it's been a while since I had to give the whole talk. Just one second. Oh, this knee doesn't go up as high anymore. Just give me a second. There we go. Stretch it out. Okay. Put the glass down. When you do
She just Riker into a chair.
Amelia. Okay, so yeah, if you're going to do blue mushroom stuff, once the moons start to come out, moonlight, so we've got a couple hours for everybody to, have a nap, get ready again. It's not just people who are wares, everyone's welcome. You need to sign a waiver, just in case you do get bitten. So we'll get those documents out to everybody. If you get bitten, you might sort of catch something. That's just part of the risk. It's part of the way it works, and we're here all to celebrate. And then we're gonna make some mushrooms together.
Who bites? Who bites?
I'll bite. Actually, more the Weber trio. They are particularly bitey.
So if I understand you correctly.
Oh, I didn't do the rules yet. No. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, when you're in the circle with the wares doing the stuff under the blue moonlight, we're gonna make blue mushrooms. But the only way to do it is to make us cry.
To make you cry.
Yeah, and we do it epic poem telling. So everybody gets an epic poem.
Look at you.
Yeah, when you do
And I
epic
go-
poem, anybody can do it. Some people are better at than others. You gotta make us cry.
Yep.
So I have for you from our sacred literature. You can each take one. Anyone you want. Oh, sorry.
Look at this
My wee werebeaver arms. They're so wee. Anyone you like?
Oh my god.
This is our sacred literature. Don't laugh.
No, that's BM, not
Okay.
Orlani.
Oh, boy.
Orlani
Okay.
would never
Laugh at our sacred literature.
never.
Are you okay? You got a good one?
I got something.
Ah! It took me a second.
Same. And as soon
Yeah.
as I got there, I was like,
That was gonna be so fun.
Raz is so proud of herself.
So proud. Don't shake your head at me.
Right, so the...
So yeah, when you're in the blue moonlight, and then you're going to do epic poem tellings, you actually say a line, and someone else says a line, and then it builds into something, and if it like makes us cry, then our tears will hit the ground, and where tears will build blue mushrooms up, and then we'll harvest them, and the grocer will come by, and then when the grocer comes by, we can send the blue and red mushrooms off to everybody. The red mushrooms, you get into the red mushroom circle, and you have to do it's a duel. Sometimes in pairs, duels.
Not where I thought it was going.
Yeah.
Grosha. It's
It's actually grosser, like 2 S's, because he's kind of nasty and he likes the name.
interesting.
What kind of? Oh, sorry.
What was that? I don't remember. Its name.
Sharkus.
Sharkus. I was thinking Chalky.
It was
Sharkus. Is that?
Charkus?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
The grocer.
Yeah.
He may be delayed.
He didn't come by last night.
He may be delayed.
Maybe late.
I mean, the mushrooms are, as you all know, not supposed to like do this because it's kind of weird. And the wares are, so the like stuffy ware guy in Portalis, like the ambassador for all wares, and it's actually she, but she's a big werewolf, and she's like, oh, this isn't cool. You guys shouldn't do that. It's like perpetuating the myth that we're monsters. Meanwhile, we're just out here telling poems and like kidding each other with swords a little bit. And she was like,
Did you say killing or hitting?
Sometimes goes a little,
Yeah, I wanted a little more information on this duel.
Is it the blood that makes the red ones?
Yes, if I was to like cut my hand open under the red moonlight, but it wouldn't just work really good if I didn't feel it.
To the death.
Ah, so it has to be inflicted as a wound, but from someone else.
Yeah, it's gotta matter.
It's the rage.
Yeah.
You said to the death sometimes.
To the death.
Oh, well, things get out of hand.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, sometimes.
No, sometimes.
No. Day 2. No.
Is this, you say it's only under the light of the blue or the red. What about when they are both full?
Find out what happens when you make purple mushrooms next time! It only happens every 3 years, so the event could even be possible! Every 3 years and 6 days exactly, because you did all the lunar math for us to find out how often this happens.
Oh my gosh,
nice.
lunar math?
That's
Lunar
the best.
The best kind of nerd.
To be fair, I didn't strictly speaking do math. I created a spreadsheet that did the math.
Oh, a spreadsheet is math.
It's truly
Yeah.
math of the mind.
Yes.
I considered trying to look up the formula to do something like this, and then was like, screw it, brute force.
Spreadsheets are the mind of the math.
I get mad at someone for using a shovel to dig a hole.
So,
Wow.
if I'm understanding correctly, like above board, blue, we do epic poetry, like we slam poetry. If they cry,
Makes it a
blue
mushroom.
mushrooms, fantastic. Red mushrooms, are we dueling each other or are we dueling them? One of us duels one of them, or it's like a double situation.
Gotta be werewolf blood.
I understand.
Yes.
And then, but the purple mushrooms are not up for this round because it's in another 3 years.
No, it's
No,
in
it's
2
2
days.
days.
In 2 days, I understand.
Oh my god.
We're kind of in a day, so like they might be full enough that tonight it could happen.
I understand.
So tonight, if there's enough purple moonlight.
Tonight is the night when to
Well, I don't know.
become
I don't know if those
one.
lyrics are on your epic poem worksheets. So
Wait, was that wasn't on mine.
no. Next time we're going to go and figure all of this out. The last thing that Amelia would leave for you guys is she mentioned a little bit about those werebores. So next time we can also start with a history check.
Next time, you mean after the break?
After break.
Break.
Yeah. I totally got confused too. I was like,
Are we done for today?
how many times have we played today?
What time is it?
What year is it?
I'm so confused.
What's the lunar cycle? Consult the spreadsheet.
Explore the wondrous world of the Curse of the Usurper in this sprawling 900-plus page, 3-book campaign setting. Our 3-volume hardcover book set is filled with beautifully illustrated and meticulously written content, sure to thrill players and inspire game masters everywhere. Terrify your players with over 50 new physical 28mm monster miniatures and over 400 printable Dwarven dungeon files. Manage your game easily with more than 60 beautiful maps and with stat cards detailing various new spells and diseases, over 50 items and over 100 unique monsters and NPCs. Want even more? Delve into the Curse of the Usurper with a custom Game Master screen, collectible campaign dice, pre-generated characters and character sheets. Or grab the supplemental adventure of over 100 pages called Innocent in Still Echo and engage in a prison break from the sprawling dungeons of Havda. Lastly, included for free with every pledge is a shard virtual tabletop version of the Curse of the Usurper to be played online. Enhance your games with easily scanned voiceover text using the QR codes found throughout the adventure. Enjoy more than 10 music tracks specific to the campaign setting and adventures that are sure to heighten and expand your player's experience. Explore the sprawling port city of Havda, shop in over 20 fleshed-out stores, engage in animated tentacle arm wrestling in the Sunken Dream Tavern, fight opponents in Morven Sorrow Pit, puzzle your way through Askel's Tower, and much, much more. Travel north through the frozen dark lands of Laskel, where players will negotiate with the vampires of Mornhaven, battle off-hill giants, and creep through Neverdawn Asylum. Players can journey even further south, dealing with the Sisters of Bleakbow and learning the secrets of the lost mines of Shekel, the lair of the fabled usurper, where the dead rise from millennia-old stone. Sharpen your weapons, strap on your adventuring packs, grab your spellbook, and back the Curse of the Usurper for an all-inclusive campaign experience today.
Thanks for calling QuestKeep. What question can I help you with today?
What does it take to be a hero? Some would say bravery. Some might say confidence. Others might say a brutal, unprovoked attack by a radioactive animal. But what if there was a better way?
You get behind-the-scenes exclusive for...
Yeah, and if you're like me and you don't like people, there's digital stuff.
No, I'm not really on the phone. I'm just pretending.
For the low monthly cost of 1 banana and a Blu-ray copy of Rambo First Blood Part 2, you could not only be a founding member for the QuestKeep channel, but also use it to unlock incredible benefits, including
QuestKeep exclusive updates, early access to content, private Discord community access with a VIP badge, discount on merchandise, lifetime founding heroes credit.
Yes, all of that for the low monthly cost of a Blu-ray copy of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. But with no banana, because that Blu-ray is priced just a little bit higher.
Because we're such firm believers in democracy, we do have exclusive voting power.
Side chowder. 2 side chowders.
Join the Heroes Haven tier on QuestKeep's Patreon and become our hero today.
Mom, stop calling me at work.
In some tales, the adventure begins in a tavern. Not this time. In most tales, the heroes triumph over evil. Not this time. In all tales of my curse, I am bound forever to the Shadow Realm. Not this time. From break, not the end of the episode. And we just want to thank again our sponsor, Curse of the Usurper. Check out all of the links to get to their Kickstarter.
That's right. Link is in the chat on Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, it is down in the description. Thank you again, Tomb Guardians!
Curse of the Usurper!
And yeah, definitely check out their Kickstarter. I know I will be, because just access to just flipping through this thing, I want the other 2 books. I want some of the miniatures. I'm gonna get some stuff. You should do the same.
Get some stuff. And also, make some mushrooms here. At the festival.
Yes.
This secret gathering in the Opal Forest. Mostly were creatures. And assorted others. You're not standing out too much. There's lots of people there celebrating with food, drink. Everybody is here to participate in the creation of this illegal spice trade mushrooms. You know that if you grind up the blue ones and you add them to any dish, the sweetness will be amazing. Mm-hmm. If you can get the red ones and you grind them up and put them in a dish, just a tiny amount, you don't need very much. Too much will make you sick. Those ones make things, the spiciness explodes with amazing sensory experiences. Or so you've been told.
Yes.
You understand that what they do here is that under the moonlights, they do epic poem, slam poetry to make wares cry, and their tears create the blue mushrooms, and the red ones, blood from combat, where they do stylized duels to make the red mushrooms under the red moonlight, and everybody's just resting through the day. And as you can continue to do that, you can catch up on a few chats, and then once the moonlight is out, we roll dice.
Was there an answer to my question of what happens under the 2 moons?
So you asked Amelia?
Yes, what happens when they're the purple light under both the fall?
I don't know yet. It's really cool, right?
Oh, you've never...
I've never made a purple mushroom myself. I hope that tonight's first night.
Well, what have you heard?
I have heard that they are amazing. And it's sort of like all your senses all at once exploding. And it's probably going to be, we've been doing this trade where they ask us not to do it because they don't want wares to do this kind of a thing. Rude. Uncool. The man. Well, she's a woman, but whatever. And they probably really don't want us to do that stuff because it's basically going to be, the next big thing in drugs.
My question is if tears form the blue mushrooms, blood forms the red mushrooms, what forms the purple mushrooms?
Yes.
Is it tears spilled on the battlefield?
Oh, I think that they have to mix together, sort of like the way the moonlight happens. So it's like tears and blood. I've never done it myself, but that's what I understand, is the idea.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, I think if there's someone who's they're crying and bleeding and it means a lot, and then
I could reopen my scar.
Yeah, I think you have to be aware. But I could bite you.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
I don't think that's it.
Thank you.
Sure. Any takers? Something crosses across her face, but she doesn't continue.
Yo, boy.
21.
Can you do something for me?
Nat 20 for 20.
With guidance.
24.
Oh, no.
Guidance.
13, not great.
28.
That's a 4. So we're going to keep that. Or do you want me to roll it back in the box? No, I'll roll it.
You roll them in the box.
That's a 3, so that's fine. 17 plus 3, flirty 20 plus 2 is a 22.
Good number.
I got nothing.
9.
So
Wait, 9 or no?
No.
Sweet.
Someone got a
Just
net
checking,
20,
just
though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
For a total
Yeah.
of 28. Mine was a 20.
okay, so you both. So the 20. We'll come back to yours. You both notice that she's holding back, telling you something. Amelia, the werebeaver, and you get the vibe that she mentioned some stuff earlier about some of the other people who might be in charge and might know things, and you kind of get a flash in your mind a bit of wereboars. And she's trying to like not talk about them and not say
The
anything.
werewolves?
Boars.
Okay, I was like,
Sorry,
that's what they
I'm
sound.
trying to
right?
articulate my bees.
Okay.
Wereboars.
Okay.
So she's trying to like not think about it, not tell you. She's just here for a good time.
This, as I'm completely oblivious, this sounds fantastic. Where do I sign the waiver?
And she's got people coming around with like some scrolls and stuff too.
Yeah. Oh, I
Get some
barely
parchment.
read it.
Yeah, you're all hard in.
Yeah,
And it
I'm
basically
right.
just says you might die, you may become a were thing. Who knows?
I'm here for an adventure. Like, sign me up.
As I go to sign the waiver, I go, as a warning, this is not a threat, but if you touch my skin, it could hurt you.
Can I try it?
You'd like to bite me? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I'm just curious. Like, does it like I've got some spiny bobs and things.
I would take off my glove because I think it's been a very long time since someone has asked to touch me.
And she just reaches out and clasps your hand.
Constitution saving throw.
Are you
That is a success. So she would feel kind of like a tickling inside her
Oh,
nose.
I'm sorry, 11. That's a fail though, right?
That I think is a failure.
Oh,
yes.
shoot. Okay, yep.
Yeah. So that would be. So as Amelia touches Orlani's hand, you just see her skin on her hand start to yellow, and it is like the small spores that you've seen kind of encircle your hand when Orlani's cast guidance on you embed themselves into her skin, and it is painful.
Oh,
did you get mange?
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
You look terrible.
It will pass for now.
Does that hurt you?
Oh,
No.
don't do that.
No, I am
Maybe
like.
get a cream on that.
Poison.
Ointments?
Ah, that's cool.
Thank you.
Does the waiver
Huh?
Does the waiver cover that?
What, like?
Like, the waiver covers if we get bit, but what about if someone gets hurt?
Oh, yeah. It covers the fact that like there's no responsibility if you hurt someone especially when you're in the mushroom ring.
The mushroom ring.
Well, as long as that's out of the way, and I sign my name on it.
Awesome.
Been there before.
Okay.
When you're in the mushroom ring.
I just imagined a werebore macho man Randy Savage.
I've got you in here for 3 minutes.
But then, with your connection though, she's kind of like, all right, so you're good. You're gonna sign.
And do I know, like, I actually know about the werebores? Like, do I know that she's referencing that? Like,
She's
how much
trying
information
to not talk about them. So, but it's one of those things that she's trying to not say it, so she thinks about it a lot.
Okay. I will. Something you're not telling us. Something you're not telling us.
I'm telling you all the things. It's all in the waiver. I just, fine.
She would see this like that swirling particle mist, and like I basically almost like throw like a Rorschach test, like start throwing images up to try and get some kind of reaction of like different shapes and creatures and.
You guys are really cool. Really cool stuff. And eventually, like, she makes her own recognition of something in there. And she's like, yeah, I just, you're asking about the purple mushrooms a lot. Most people just come here for the blue and red. It's the whole, like, trade thing, but I understand that, like, we're getting really close to the double full moons. So it makes sense that you'd want to know, but, like, I can't really talk about it too much because, Claudio, Gil, and Hank, they, are kind of in charge here of the, like, mushroom trade, because the mushrooms, most of the mushrooms, okay, here's the secret. Come in and just promise me you won't tell anybody that I told you guys. Most of the mushrooms go to people who want to use it for the spices, right? Like, it's really cool. We're not supposed to do it, but whatevs. Like, who are we really hurting?
Yeah.
Not one. Right?
Right. But there is a more refined version of this.
I send an image of people exploding in pus.
That's fucking crazy. That I've never seen something like that happen at all. That's not the mushrooms. Like, I don't think that's mushrooms. Mushrooms, if you eat too much mushroom, yeah, you can get kind of like, but like, it's not like that.
Pretty sure that very, very large quantities of both red and blue mushrooms were baked into a cake made of meat. And this was both touched and ingested, and that happened.
As they explain this, I sent images of the beefcake and of Charkas. Specifically, like Charkas's face.
Oh,
I considered that maybe it wasn't beef.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe it's not the mushrooms that made people explode. Maybe that was something other than beef.
Yeah, don't blame the mushrooms, man.
Yeah, it could be pork.
Yeah.
It could have been mushrooms mixed with something else too. We don't know much about them because they told us like not to like share them with people. So maybe there's something going on there. Okay, so whatever that is, that's a lot. But on our end, some of the mushrooms get taken by the boars. And I know that, they take them for someone we're not supposed to talk about. But like, we hear his name. Paladon.
Oh, that guy.
Right.
Yeah, he uses the mushrooms to do other stuff.
When you say other stuff, do you mean magic?
What that is?
I mean magic.
What that is?
I'm the first werebeaver.
I understand. Which is interesting considering that Haladon is said to have not been seen for many years.
I've never seen him. He doesn't come here.
Oh, so is Haladon what, like, does that person fund this festival?
I guess I've never thought about it. I mean, the boars bring on all the stuff and set everything up, so I guess maybe it comes from him.
If you are the first werebeaver,
and best.
How did that? By default, yes.
Yes, that's the reason.
How did that come to pass?
I don't know. I just woke up a werebeaver.
Were you happy about this?
What's that?
Are you happy about this?
Oh, fucking love it. Have you seen me eat a tree?
No, I want to see it.
Oh, okay. As we just watched this person eat a tree. All right.
Woke up like this, alone? Yes?
Yeah, it's at first, and then I found a bunch of these guys.
Where?
Werebeaver.
Ha! No.
They're beaver.
She's asking where you were when you woke up.
Yes.
First time you realized you were a werebeaver.
I was here in the Opal Forest. Yeah.
Were you already doing the mushrooms?
I didn't know anything about mushrooms then. I didn't actually remember anything about before I was a werebeaver either.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Do you know, is anybody else here? Did they just wake up where whatever in the forest?
There's a couple of wares that are kind of new.
Where?
What are the new ones?
Well, they're all like over the...
Yes.
Here. It's got really confusing. I've had a few mushrooms, gonna admit.
You're doing great.
And like a bunch of cocktails. It's juniper, my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Sorry.
My cocktail is empty.
People are coming around with them. Just grab one off the tray. It's a party. Okay, so there's a where.
Turtle?
What's that?
Turtle.
Turtle? No, I've never seen a were turtle.
That's too bad.
Yeah. It's kind of more like classic things that'll be out here in the forest a lot. There's like a were deer. She's great. There's the twin guys who woke up. They're both were moose.
Awesome.
Outside of game, if we ever meet this were-deer, she better be named Jane Doe.
Question. Oldest. Where oldest? Where?
Well, the oldest wares are like traditional wares. Werewolves, wereboars, were-rats, were-tigers.
What, were they born into it?
Yes.
Or changed after being bitten.
Yes.
They're all got bitten. There's just a couple of us who are kind of new.
And nobody has a memory from before?
Nope.
And none of you have met Haladon.
Nope.
You do not have a curious mind. Yes.
Those who were.
That's gonna stay with her. She's gonna be like,
Is it normal for other ways to not remember? Like,
no, everyone else does. It's kind of just weird. The ones of us who are like are only of our kind, except for the twins. Every now and then someone wakes up in the forest as a new were thing. It's kind of weird.
Are there any other non-wares besides us?
Oh yeah.
Where?
Where? Yes.
And she just kind of looks over and she calls out a bunch of humans around mostly, but kind of a half elf over there and another dwarf.
Does everybody who come here eventually become aware?
No.
So people do leave.
Yeah, you come and maybe you get some mushrooms and you participate in the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys find out about this place because usually
We were
people
sent
kind of know about
here. You saw the. You said Charkas, the grocer.
Follow the mushroom.
He exploded.
Oh, are you guys? Oh, what?
He is no more. So
You get the image of Charkas specifically exploding.
we
Including the arm pop.
here to represent Mobo Poco, who was working for the grocer, and we are here in their stead.
Oh,
to be fair, what were we don't actually know that he's dead. We think he might have been an illusion if it's the one you were poking.
No, we think he was a puppet of some kind.
Well, he's dead and not
Yeah,
dead.
which means that he's not dead. He could still be out.
Regardless,
things.
so it sounds like you guys are the new, the new drop bag people.
Yes.
You're gonna pick up mushrooms and take them on.
Yes.
And I just, above game, so what she has said is that, so Charkas would take the red and blues, take whatever quantity of those back to Mobo for distribution. But the wereboars, Claudio, Gil, and Hank were responsible entirely for any purple mushrooms.
And some of the reds
And
and
some of the
blues.
reds and blues, and those they take to Haladon.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And she doesn't know enough about that. She just knows
That they do.
it's dangerous. You're not supposed to ask questions. That's the whole vibe she's giving you.
Are the wereboars around here?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Where?
It's not gonna get old.
She looks out across the field. She's like, I don't see them now, but they'll be here like tonight for sure.
Are
You know
they-
what? We'll, go ahead.
Are they in boar form all the time, or only at night under the moons?
Oh, I think they spend most of the time, like when we're here, most of us do our hybrid form because it's really comfortable. Just be around each other, just let it all hang out.
Good to be comfortable.
I'm sure we'll see them, and we will not say that you said anything at all.
Awesome, because I didn't say anything and I don't know.
You certainly did not. I don't know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I actually don't know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Day 2.
Day 2. Yes. Wow.
Those of you.
Oh, one of these cocktails, please.
Those of you who were bitten, do they still have scars from that event?
Oh, I've never asked. I mean, people have scars for sure.
Do you have a scar?
No, I wasn't bitten.
That's right.
Oh.
But you don't have any kind of.
Oh, I just woke up and I was awesome me, and I probably was someone else before this. Oh, I think named Amelia because I had ID on myself.
Where are you from, Amelia?
Didn't say.
Oh.
Not much of ID then.
Yeah, it was just sort of a little clip of paper.
Name
It said
tag.
something. Yeah, sort of like that.
Oh.
And you woke up with a name tag here in the Opal Forest, not in a building, not anywhere near civilization, just dropped randomly in the middle of the forest.
Yep.
Cute.
Do not have a curious mind.
Why would I? I've got it great here. I greet people coming up the road. I bring them out to the whole, event. Some people call it a cult. Oh, I think that's a strong word. It's not really. And then you come on out here, you hang out, you make mushrooms, we send them out on the trade, we make cash, it goes somewhere. I don't know. I drink cocktails, I greet people, I get to hear epic poems, most nights when there's pretty good moonlight. And then, sometimes I get into fights. That's a lot of questions.
Left the forest since you came where?
Well, sometimes I go out on the road, to greet you guys.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been aware?
This is 6 months.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It does sound like a pretty fun life.
Right? It's pretty great. I think you guys are being crazy. You should probably get it out of your heads that you need to go out and be big time adventure and whatevers and just hang out here in the forest and drink mushrooms and get high it's awesome.
Is there anything else to eat around here besides mushrooms? Because I am very hungry.
Oh yeah, it is and she kind of points off the way. There's a tent over there. Smells coming from it are definitely foods, and people are cooking around campfires and providing stews and foods for each other.
Are humans over
I have a
there?
bag of now stale baked goods still, if you want to need day-old baked goods.
As she's told us basically to stop asking questions and go make ourselves scarce, I take one of the drinks that are going around, I tip it to her, and I am going to head on off into the crowd. And I am keeping my eye out for werewolves.
As am I.
Same thing.
I say, be mindful of what you eat here.
Agreed.
Okay, so the couple things you can do. There are tents with individuals at them, mixtures of people, predominantly wearers, which is really unusual to see this many people all together. And some of them are full on in their full form, just a werewolf hanging out looking like a werewolf. Some of them are in a hybrid form, and some of them are human, but they look like they're covered in scratches, last night they got into fights and did all sorts of things. And then there's also just humans and assorted other people from across Altero.
Do I see any other fox kind?
Oh! No, you're the only one.
That makes sense.
I get it.
Any other tieflings?
You would be able to spot another tiefling.
The tiefling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start to explore and look for wereboars as well.
I think I would see Anavin kind of starting to make the rounds, and I just kind of sidle up next to him. 2 heads are often better than one, my friend.
I form the telepathic link with you, and I say 2 heads are even better when they do not need to use their mouths to speak.
And you just hear kind of just a soft, humming, just keeping myself busy humming as we kind of separate off. And I think Onavin and Orlani try to, O-squared, try and go on a hunt for werewolves.
O2?
Yes.
O2. Bang, bang, I'm gonna...
Yeah, you can both investigate.
All,
or perception.
All 3 of my eyes.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Maybe more of a perception roll. But depends how much you're going into tense.
It's the same either way. But
okay. And then we'll come back to your rolls to resolve them as we'll just quickly check in around the table. So, Lyra.
Lyra is going to wander around and try to overhear conversations of people who seem like they're having intense conversations.
So you're looking for the most intense conversations.
Intense conversations that she can stealth near and listen.
Roll an insight.
To overhear. I'm going to give myself advantage on that. That's worse. That's great. So that will be 11.
Okay. So we'll come back to it. Rather than picking up on a fight or a conversation that's intense or something that seems maybe more relevant to what you guys were talking about, you get involved into some juicy gossip stuff that we'll come back to.
Okay.
So you'll end up listening in, but it won't be as relevant necessarily.
Sounds good.
To the story. What are you up to?
I'm gonna go in amongst the tents, and I'm just gonna kind of start looking as nonchalant as I can through the supplies and see what kind of supplies there are. If there's anything that's like suspicious, crates, anything out of sorts, basically, that I wouldn't expect to see at a festival.
Okay. Yeah. Roll an investigation.
Okay. 12.
There's some Keg-forged beer, which is really cool and amazing. They've shipped it up here, and mostly it's food.
Mm-hmm.
It's water, food.
Okay.
Some supplies for like medical supplies if you were gonna have people in a big fight.
Yeah.
So there's like little couple of healing potion type things, and then there's poultices and assorted bandages and stuff like that too.
Okay.
It's like a little med tent.
Yeah. Sweet.
And what is Anthem up to?
I'm going to the tent with the food.
Oh, amazing. They're making a breakfast stew. That's the main thing they have on.
Just a stew, huh?
No Sammys?
There's a breakfast stew on. They've got bread over the fire. The stews are kind of like a meat stew full of starches, like potatoes and yams. And then there's a vegetarian one that looks like it's predominantly yam and carrot.
Who's cooking?
A human-looking guy. Got a bunch of scratches on him.
Okay. I'll just approach and say, the food is safe to ingest. Is regular. Nothing weird. I meant no offense. There's no mushrooms in it. I'm not going to.
You want mushrooms or no mushrooms?
No mushrooms.
You just take it from the thing, the pot. You want mushrooms? You gotta put them on yourself.
I have those. I like to dose appropriately. I have said the wrong thing to you. I am sorry.
No stew for you.
2 moons.
For wares and non-wares is the same kind of food? Okay.
You think we eat different food? Listen, man. Do you want stew or not? Because like everyone else here loves the stew.
Okay. How much is this stew?
It's free.
Wow. I would not assume that something that smells so good would come free. I was ready to pay a couple of silver at least. I don't know.
He warms up to you a little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay. You want to try it?
Onovan's voice echoes in my brain. Yes. Please.
With meat chunks? No meat chunks.
What kind of meat? There's certain ones I don't eat.
And he's like, today was fish and pork.
Those are both okay?
Make sure you don't want a little red mushy?
Oh no, I've got my own.
All right. I under-season it a bit, because most people are sprinkling a little something. Makes it spicy.
I do like spicy.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. He's watching intently to see you eat it.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. I have to now.
How is beer played?
It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look like I'm wearing it, I'm about to fake it,
Right?
That's really good. What's your secret?
No, you don't have to tell. Okay.
It's waiting for you to leave.
Okay. I'm just going to.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
He's like, you want bun? Yeah.
Thank you.
Tiefling.
Asshole.
Okay, so that was Camp Cook. And nothing happens
Okay.
as you continue to ingest the stew.
Then I'm just gonna eat the whole bowl.
All right. We got 2 rolls to resolve, but we still need to find out what you're up to. Because you guys are off to do the werewolf stuff.
Yeah. She's sort of standing there, kind of rubbing the scar that's left, and sort of goes off on her own, a little apart from everyone. Despite the reassurance from Allegrapinia, she's still a little rattled by how badly that went, and if we're going to be doing poetry performances, she really feels the need to practice. So she's sort of off and is, maybe sort of a sunny clearing or something nearby, just like soaking up the good vibes and doing some practice. She's a little concerned how she's going to make people cry. I mean, she does good dramatic things, but she's really more used to, making people laugh and, not so much crying. But, she does appreciate some good drama, so.
Roll just a straight charisma.
Six.
Dice jail.
Yeah.
Dice jail.
Dice jail.
Okay.
Hit you all.
So you're.
These are Sano's dice, and it knows that they're not.
Ooh, you cheating, you
Party
cheating.
foul.
Okay.
Calandra.
So, as you just sort of, and you're out there experiencing it, you realize you're going to need to spend some time. It's not just coming to you. It's like those blocks when you've had this before, where you're trying to write a song, or you're trying to, make something sound different than everything else you've ever played. You're in one of those kinds of artistic ruts. That's what it feels like. And so you just spend some time connecting with your god. And so you reach out a little bit, and you feel the pulse of auras that's sort of associated with, like, being a paladin. And what you can hear around you is the people from the camp laughing. And all of those laughing moments, you just soak those up as they happen. Let's resolve some investigation.
The mind is such a powerful thing.
23.
1.
Dice jail.
Wow.
The dice jail's in my mind.
Okay,
It was me all along.
Are you gonna roll percentile for that?
Sorry, so with a 4 total, do you need me to roll percentile?
No, I think what
here?
you're going to do is you're going to be so absorbed in your search, rather than, like, get you into something like that.
Oh, jeez.
You knock into someone smaller than you, someone who's shorter.
Oh, pardon me.
Hitman!
I am so sorry. I was lost in thought. Are you all right?
Man, I, like, choked on my mushroom!
Oh, wow. I apologize.
That means the whole thing's going in all at once, man!
Yes, it is.
See you in the ring later!
No, No. Let's see.
Don't make me burn a 2nd level spell slot. You motherfucker, you.
Ray!
Are you saying that out loud?
And Ray, where we're at, and Ray just kind of like,
sorry, what does this person look like?
where rat hybrid farm.
Okay.
Just wearing shorts, like little cut-off jeans.
I say
hybrid or like
human.
Very tiny human.
Like, and he's just wearing blue cut-up, short jean cut-ups.
How
Sure.
tall?
Well, there's not
Like a
jeans,
never
there's not
nude?
jeans in the-
Like a
that's
never
the other
nude?
one. But there are short blue little shorts.
If Tobias Fuke was tiny and our rat wear.
Yes.
I say,
gonna punch you in the knees, man.
I know. I apologize. I do not want any conflict on this day. I was hoping to take part.
Slowly, like mushrooms, kind of kicking in.
Yes. I could see that the mushroom is hitting all at once there. If
tastes like vengeance.
Right. If you want the effects of the mushroom to be less intense and more calming, I can help you, for I am a master of the way of the mind.
I don't want to be calm, man. I'm gonna bite you.
Do not bite me. I do not consent to you biting me.
What stays in the ring?
It felt like you were going to say a thing, but you started it wrong.
Oh shit!
He punches you in the knees.
Them's fighting.
Oh my god. Hop out and dislocate your knee over there.
No.
Ivanova turns into a werewolf at this point.
Rare rat. Let's be
Rare rat.
very
I'm gonna
clear.
lose my
I'm
mind.
not gonna let this happen. I
clear
refuse
about what's
to let
happening
this
right
happen. I cast calm emotions.
Is that a reaction?
No, it's an action. But I was getting ready to do it as I said. I could make the effects more
As the slow-mo like punch is coming your way from, I guess, Ray Tobias. Is it wisdom save?
It is a charisma save of 14.
But my charisma's so low. Not 20.
Yeah!
You're getting your knee dislocated.
Angry rat.
I can't not be on Ray Tobias' side. I don't know. This small little critter's got nice.
Small little never nude.
So wearing cutoffs, like does the waistband go around the middle of the rat, or the like? Is it like waist down, or like legs and nothing of it?
No, because he's in the hybrid form.
So it's like
just kind of like a hairy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Donald, just wearing pants.
There are two effects. That's an absurd image in my brain. there are two effects, and neither of them trigger unless the creature fails the save. So nothing happens.
Except that you lose this.
Just I get like
Except
the
that I lose a
tastiness
level
of
2
your
spell
spell slot.
slot.
Yeah. Never mind, nothing.
This analorpist is gonna wreck you.
I get punched in the knee, I guess.
It's time to make a new start.
Yeah.
Eats the whole mushroom and goes, I blew myself.
It's just 1 hit point of damage, so it's just like glances off the side of your knee. It's like, come at me, man!
I mean, you didn't take an arrow to the knee, so you're all good.
Yeah. I'm doing great for the culture right now. That it was a fist and not an arrow. Nerd culture.
I was saying I did hear
realized-
the sound of your ego deflating.
Sorry. Did you have like just a flashback of what were their names?
Janet.
Janet?
Damn it, Janet.
Yeah.
No, they were all taller than me.
One of them was rat-faced.
It's not the same. So I go, ow, and I start to ham up how hard that hit was, and I'm like,
Yeah, dude, want some more? Want a little more of this?
I am all beaten out. You have defeated me.
Have I heard all of this going on in
I forgot to turn it off.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
I go, forgive me. I will limp away a defeated man.
Right.
You have bested me, and I will be rooting for you when you invariably face someone your lesser in the ring of the red mushrooms.
You want a couple mushrooms?
Sure, but I will take them later when the.
Puts his hands down his pants. And
Oh,
Yes.
I take them with my mage hand. I don't want to touch them
You
with
don't
my
want
real-
pants mushrooms? You don't want that?
Those were underwear.
I don't know. Show up.
Tiny
I want to
little
leave.
cut off mushrooms.
Me want go home.
Daylight has come.
I take them with my mage hand and I say, thank you very much.
He puts his hand out. Apparently my name is Frey Tobias.
You know that thing where someone puts their hand out for a handshake and you offer back a fist bump? I do that.
Howie Mandel.
And he'll just be like, yeah. Psh. See the big man. Bye.
Oh, have you seen any werebus? Okay, he's going. All right.
And he walks away, and the shorts come like really high up the back, so it's just really fuzzy cheeks at the back.
Does it get tail?
Yeah.
And is it?
It's a rat tail
over top of the pants, or is there a hole?
There's a hole for it.
Just coming out one of
So
the
we've
legs.
got like
I opened the channel again.
a were-rat wearing Daisy Dukes is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And I say, I feel like I have come to respect you. And I hope that we have reached a place in a short time that we might, at the very least, respect each other. And it is in the spirit of this that I implore you, please do not tell anyone about this.
You hear Orlani smile, if that makes any sense.
It's like,
It's like the emotion that you're feeling is that thing when you watch somebody else smile at something funny that you've done.
Yeah.
And all you hear is, my dear sweet Anovan, I don't know whatever you mean. But remember, now you owe me one.
Okay. And I don't see the boars, I guess, so here we go.
Do not.
Was it 22, I think?
I know. You, so, farther back, away from the rabble, there are a couple of tents working hard to stay out of sight. And you watch a wereboar move out of one of them, dig in a couple of crates nearby, and then head back inside the tent.
Okay, so the crates are away from the tent?
They're sort of like they've got a bunch of stuff stashed just outside where they're camping. So they've got their own little like campsite away from everyone else.
Okay.
And you'll see that sort of westerly from where the rest of camp is.
Okay, is there a lock on the boxes?
It's hard to tell from here. It looks like he had to use something to open it and then so he was fiddling with it, opens it up, deals with stuff, puts it back together.
I'm gonna bank that knowledge for now. I'm going to kind of position myself, and I'd like to watch their comings and goings, and I'd like to see if I can get a sense of which one is Claudio, which one is Gil, which one is Hank, and which one looks the weakest strength-wise, and which one looks the weakest of mind and will.
I wish I rolled that good. I'd get all that info.
Oh, you got a rat.
You got a new friend!
You met a
Friends come in all shapes and forms, my friend.
Yeah, I know, but
this one fucked you up.
not all shapes and forms are friends automatically.
Yeah. So roll a perception.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as I do so.
Are there any other unresolved roles? And we'll get back to what everybody else wants to do, because we'll start to head through the day, so you can spend time at camp. You just let me know what you got up to, and then we'll head towards moonlight.
Still overhearing some conversations that are relevant.
Yeah, we gotta come back to yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a natural 20.
What?
Plus 1 plus
I'm on your side. And I'm
6. And I mean, you're the one who.
All our mojo.
I was gonna say you are the one who shut off the connection. You have no idea whether Orlani would have shared this with you or not.
Yo ass is what.
Yeah, I hear it.
That's gonna be a 27.
Okay, so
in a different language.
yeah, you post up and you are able to pretty easily pick out who's who.
Okay.
And not necessarily by name, and so you'll have to go by, well, it's a really good roll.
It's not like they're wearing shirts that say Claudio and Gil.
Yeah.
Front. I understand.
I mean, Amelia had an Amelia name tag.
Literally woke up with one. I think what you might be able to do is pick out is occasionally someone yells across.
Yes.
to someone. So you'll be waiting to hear those. And so the the biggest one is Gil.
Okay. Biggest of stature.
Biggest of stature. It looks like Gil's probably femme.
Love this.
And then Hank is smallest. And then Claudio in the middle. It looks like the two smaller ones are not in charge, like based on what you can tell.
So Gil's in charge.
Gil's in charge of them. They all also look around occasionally, like they're kind of nervous.
Okay.
You know, although one of them is in charge, none of them look super confident.
And as I'm watching them kind of, do they say Haladan's name? It's like my sense is what's happening is they are watching a stash of some kind or waiting for this evening because someone is coming to pick something up. That's what I'm feeling like I'm putting together at this point.
All of this continues. They occasionally get nervous, and the longer that you spend there and the more we get towards sunset, the more nervous they look. They snap at each other, sometimes physically, and yeah.
Does Onovan open their connection again at any point throughout the day?
I think I'm going to try to physically find you because my search came up fruitless.
Okay. So I think I would stay there probably well hidden enough, and I would be leaving the channel like ready to if Onovan had reached out again, but just taking in all of this information, and just kind of like sitting, and if someone came by and made conversation, I would engage with it, but very much keeping my focus on.
You'll likely see me before I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying.
And if you locked eyes with me at all, I would just kind of rub my temples like this as a sign, like open up.
Yes.
Gosh, the information I have found out today. Well, we
Some
have...
of it you are forgetting. Don't forget.
I don't know whatever you're talking about, Anna.
I like that. That is good.
In any
What have you
case,
learned?
we seem we have 3 with 1 in charge, and goodness gracious, they are nervous. They're waiting for something, or someone, or both.
Where are they now?
Near me, come this way.
I just very casually walk around.
We'll let you connect. We're gonna go back to your gossipy business, and it'll be the brothers, and so they are Weremoose.
Okay, Weremoose.
No one here has seen one before, and
do they have an over-the-top Canadian accent?
Yeah, are they Bob and Doug?
Oh yes.
They are now.
Well, now you fucking
Give the
hoser.
people what they want.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, bud. Okay, so and they fucking give her. So they're gonna be sitting having a conversation, and they what you're picking out, because you're gonna be there for a little bit, is back and forth, is that they have been assigned or feel like they woke up with like some sort of thing that said, "I'm Bob, you're Doug." But Bob is super skeptical. He's just like, I don't know. Hey, bud, that's really our name. Like, what if we're not Bob and Doug? And then Doug's like, come on, man, we hang out with Amelia, we have a good time. Nope, that's Amelia's accent. But like, so he's gonna be, they were going back and forth about that. But Bob is really skeptical. And everything that you pull out of the conversation is that they love each other and they wouldn't separate, but one wants to leave the forest and one wants to stay.
Okay.
And Bob's just like, we should go. We should get out of here. We don't need to stay. Doug's like, I want to stay. I have feelings for Amelia. Cute.
Yeah.
What do I do? If we leave, I'll never see her again. And Bob's just like, yeah. There's lots of moose in the sea. You'll meet someone else. And then Doug.
Where they're known to be.
They swim great.
I was gonna say they are good swimmers.
Yeah.
It's a video of one
Don't
running
fuck around.
around. but that's it.
But so it's a brotherly connection, but there is a disagreement happening between the two of them, and you overhear a bit about it. It doesn't give you any new insights into the camp or what's going on, but you do get the idea that they are also in the same boat as Amelia.
Okay.
They woke up. They don't really know if this is who they are.
Gotcha.
Okay. Asleep. Once you're done with this, I'd like to find the tiefling you said I could find.
Okay. The last thing I'll give you with the roll. Wait, you're still also wondering, looking at.
Yeah, I went and looked at crates, and then I just was kind of like, well. And
So as all of you are listening in, occasionally you'll get whispers of you're thinking about don't fall asleep. Sometimes people go missing from the camp, but you think that they just. Lots of people are like they just leave, man. People come in and out at all times of day. It's not weird, but then occasionally people are like, I don't know, man. You know, remember when what was his name, Steve? You know, he was really into this, and then he just didn't come back. Why would he just leave? And everyone else is like, everyone just comes in and out, man. Calm down. But you do pick up a little bit of that because you guys are all spending time listening in.
Okay. Not me.
You're up. Yeah. The longer that you spend there, though, you could roll another charisma check. And then we're coming to the tiefling.
Do you want to borrow a different?
I'm going to try a different one. Not better. Well, it is better, but not enough. 11.
Okay, so now that you're over 10, the
You need to say it like that. Damn.
Ouch.
Yeah, burn. New scar.
This one's on the inside. That's an inside scar.
the longer that you spend there, you'll notice that a couple of little bunnies start to hop over to you, and then a little bird kind of flits over and sits in the grass next to you.
So I'm Snow White.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Disney princess of your choice.
Why do they look like cartoons?
I will just be at some point. I will have heard enough from Bob and Doug, and because I haven't seen Ella in a while, I'm gonna you'll get that sort of image connection, and it's just gonna Lyra doesn't have a great people skills, so there's no assumption that maybe you're in the middle of something. So you just get this intrusion, and again, it's it'd be easy for you to dismiss if you wanted to be no, but it just pops into your head, and you see an image of your own face with the scar beside an image of your own face without this wound, or wound, I guess, from the thing.
Gonna reach out and try and pet a rabbit.
Okay.
You get bit?
Roll animal.
Is it a were-rabbit? Oh no.
No.
Do not botch this.
Not again.
Better. 17.
Good
Oh,
number.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
Where rabbit?
It's a little yeah.
Big pointy teeth.
It flies.
No, it
There's
doesn't.
a rabbit.
No, it doesn't. It's a little nervous, but it lets you kind of stroke it as the super soft.
Aw.
Little fur.
It's very relaxed.
Yeah, spend a little time out there. Okay, you're looking for a tiefling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said I found, so I'm just going to
Yeah,
approach
yeah.
them.
Yeah. Kind of red skin, dark horns, hanging out with a couple other people, having fun. And you watch as he kind of grabs a blue mushroom and then just crushes it and goes and then sprinkles it on top of a bunch of, looks like they've been frying bread.
Oh, you didn't butter. Oh, that would be so good.
And then it's sprinkling the stuff across the top of it. So it's icing sugar on fried bread and then the blue mushrooms, which is just going to make it little honey drizzled over top of there.
Let's go.
So he's making his own fried bread.
I was hoping we were going to get beaver tails from Amelia when you started that description.
Yeah.
Ooh. Bob or Doug was hoping to get some beaver tail as well.
Thirsty.
Oh, jeez. That's, what does that taste like when you do it?
And he tears the piece in half and he's just like, oh, yeah, do it with me.
Yep.
and he's got his piece, and he's just like. This is your first mushroom?
This is the first. Have any of us eaten the mushrooms?
I thought you ate right on your soup or whatever. On your no. Okay, good.
I thought we were doing them together. Having a trip together as a party.
They're spices. They're spices.
For now.
Yeah, and so you take a big bite, he takes a big bite, and it's amazing. Your mouth just explodes. It is your favorite everything. Not explodes like that. It is your favorite everything.
Orlani immediately perks up.
A beautiful sensory explosion in your mouth, as though you had bitten into a ball of all of the most delicious things, like an ice cream, but it had like a chocolate coating on it, and then inside of there was something else amazing and delicious, like the richest chocolate. All things that you would associate with sweetness, that whatever your character loves, just explodes in their mouth, and it is like time stops for a minute while you just experience what it is to taste something amazing. You can like see colors different for a second. You feel different for a moment. Everywhere across your body where you've got sensitive spots are just alive for a brief second. There's just a flash across your body.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's really good.
Yes.
I'm Anthem.
Allow him to make this up.
He knows of you. So as you say your name, he's just like, "Oh, I saw a show you did once."
Oh, nice. Was it a good one?
I don't really remember.
They're all good ones.
I remember it was good though. Yeah.
That's awesome. I have a bit of a personal question for you.
Vince.
Vince. Yeah. Pleasure to meet you. Are you,
He keeps like kind of nibbling.
Are you aware anything?
I'm aware of how good this is.
That's pretty good.
No, I'm not.
How did you, end up here?
Oh, I'm a cook.
Ah.
You know, and I heard about all this mushroom stuff happening, and I was just like, whoa. And then I tried some of it, and I was just like, full disclosure, because this is the place of the Opal Forest where like we can just like be ourselves and be honest and let it all like be us. I'm not good.
Oh.
In the kitchen.
Oh, I thought you meant you were emotionally not good. But you're not good
No,
at
man, I'm fucking great now. I'm out.
Nice.
I'm out here and like with all you. And he like looks across to the people that are kind of around the little fire that he's at and his little campsite and this little sweet picnic they're having. And someone else is coming around still with more of the juniper cocktails. And, and you know, he's grabbing one of these and he's like, this is just the best out here. I don't know how they afford it, but it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what was I talking about?
How good it was out here. Yeah, are you worried about getting bitten at all?
Oh, I only do the blue mushroom ring. Like blue mushrooms are my thing. I'm gonna start a shop where wait, what?
You're going to start a shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna make cupcakes, man. For like a living. Like you know, you got cake in the bottom, and then
Yes.
you put frosting on top.
Yes, not really my thing, but yes.
And sometimes you get little wrappers on them.
Mm.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
When does the mushroom ring thing start?
Man, you want me to tell you about like cupcakes more?
Oh, I know a lot about cupcakes.
Because you can help me work on a name for my shop. I don't have a name yet, man. I'm gonna start a shop, and obviously, okay, I'm not really good. Everything I've ever baked just turns out really bad, and everyone burps. But if I put blue mushrooms on them and in them, everyone will eat them all the time. It'll be good.
Only if you let everyone know that they're eating the mushrooms.
well, no, they can't know that they're eating the mushrooms because then they'll be like, you're a shit cook, man, no. You're bad at baking. And I'm going to be all like, no, I'm not, I'm really awesome, but then no one's going to know. It's like my secret.
Did you ever have
Ooh,
anything?
maybe it's like sweet secrets. No. Secret something. No, then they'll know there's something secret about it and be all suspicious, like. I'll workshop it, man. You should stick around. Come to the epic poetry slam.
I'm going to. Do you have someone who is your organizer, some supervisor, that kind of thing? Your boss?
Out here? No, man, the whole point of this is like no titles, no jobs.
Okay. Who brings you the food to cook with?
What?
You know what? I will catch you later.
Okay. I'm Vince.
I know.
Is this just bougie Shambhala? Is that what
Yes, absolutely.
I was like, you are pulling from real life experience.
Yeah, and I know who to stop talking to.
I think as you're walking away from Vince, I catch sight of you and just kind of like up to you.
I didn't know you could move like that.
Like a spider.
How's it going?
It's all right. I mean, it's a cool festival environment, you know? It's weird, though.
It is.
But no, I haven't seen anything bad.
Yeah, me neither. Although I have suspicions. I maybe ate some things I should not have eaten, but
You ate the mushrooms?
I ate some stew and then I ate some of the blue. Was it blue?
Oh, how was it?
I mean, I don't want to encourage you, but it was fucking delicious.
Do you have any on you?
Yes.
No, I want to be on your level.
There's no, like, lingering effects?
Not that you can tell.
No, not that.
No questions asked.
Bad sentence. I don't feel anything now. It was only when I ate the bread. It was just not bread.
All right. Eats it. No questions asked.
I don't. I had just had some sprinkled, but see how this goes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
should find
so
the
it
others.
is kind of at first, like when you put when you're a little kid and you put your first like gumball in
I
your
thought you were gonna
mouth.
say when you put your finger in the electric socket first.
That's
You know when
different.
whatever it is for you, right?
Yeah.
It is really unique sensory experience. It's sweet, but it reminds you of the moments of like firsts, like first times of sweet flavors. And as that transitions across the rest of your body, same idea. Anywhere that you've got like nerve endings just comes alive, but it's this like sudden burst of joyful awesomeness.
Just whisper in my lips. Pietro.
The sweet taste of his lips.
Yes.
They taste like the pistachio truffle that he makes online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. It doesn't last for very long. It's just like a burst.
Holy crap! I can see why people stay here.
Yeah. Yeah. You could get addicted.
Yeah.
And if you're okay with it, the sun will start to set. And you're watching the werewolves.
I am. Can I try one last thing? As the sun is starting to set and now I have a bit of cover, is anyone watching myself and Onovan?
The werewolves haven't noticed you.
Fantastic. Has anybody else?
No.
Okay. I look at Onovan and I go, we're good here, yes?
Yes.
Wonderful. And you just see, like, the spores that are on Oralani's body, you just see them lift off, and I am going to wild shape into a wolf spider, about this big.
Oh.
Cool. And I just kind of like, just down. And you just hear, it won't hurt you. And I am going to scurry, and I'm going to try and get inside the tent.
Okay, yeah. I mean, easy enough. I'm just going to do a quick...
Did you just turn me into the man in the van?
Yes.
All right. What do you see?
No one knows.
I'm your CI.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
As you begin this sneaky path, the three werebears. They're all three are inside the tent currently, and they do not notice your approach. They're huddled around a small like table they've set up in there, and each of them are on a chair, and they're all kind of looking at stuff.
I'm going to climb up the walls of the tent, and I am going to perch myself up so that I can look down over top of them.
Awesome. And you can see Gil counting
Is it money?
gold from a purse.
Okay. Do I see maps? Do I see any identifying information, contracts?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah. And I get to, because perception is a wisdom-based skill, I get to keep my wisdom. I don't have to use the spider's perception. Though I cannot cast guidance on myself because I can't guess guidance. Ooh, that's not so great. That's only going to be a 9.
It's hard to pick it out because they've got so many things on top of other things.
Yes.
There might be maps, there might be invoices, there might be transaction documents.
Right.
There are documents out on the tables. You will pick up a piece of what looks like kind of a map, and it looks like it's red and purple trails between cities. So it's clearly like probably a mushroom route.
I understand. So like who's shipping stuff where?
Yep.
Okay. Do I overhear any conversation that I wouldn't have heard outside the tent?
It's someone, like, clearly one of the two smaller ones keeps trying to be like, do you think he's coming? And then Gil keeps being like, just shut up. If he comes, he comes. Just don't even worry about it right now. Focus. And that kind of little back and forth.
Okay. Do they mention at all what is in the cases outside?
Not while you're in there.
Okay. I am going to scurry over, like up the top of the tent. I'm going to climb down, climb under the tent, and I'm going to go over to where the boxes are. I'm going to see if there's any, like if there are crates or boxes, if any of them are open, so that I can peek inside to see what they are, so I don't have to pop the lock open.
Speak to me. What do you see?
Well, inside the tent, they are waiting for someone. There are mushroom trade routes. They seem to be counting a lot of gold in there. And I am going to take a look at these crates.
It'll be a small enough space. You can get pretty small.
I sure
In
can.
this form. So in a gap between two pieces of wood that would have been put together, there's a bit of a indent in one of them, and you're able to...
Like a knot in the wood.
Yeah, yeah, and you're just able...
Get my big old spider butt through there.
And it is more, there's some more gold in there. Clearly, they have to somehow make sure that everybody gets what they need without asking questions. It's just that kind of money. And then there is a bunch of empty vials. Empty glass vials.
Okay. Do I see any poisons or any liquids that I would be familiar with?
There is trace residue in the vials that vibes to you.
At least they recycle.
And John and Onavin would be getting kind of like, I would be filling Onavin.
Yeah, there's nothing that's full.
Nothing full?
Nothing that's-
What color is it?
There's a couple of colors. Most of them are kind of a greenish color, and then there's one that has a little bit of a trail of purple.
And there's not enough to take any or to touch it, is there?
They've been emptied, but there's enough in there that you can see that last little drop that would have left on the lid that just kind of has trailed down the side.
Right. Do I get a smell of it? Like, do I get a?
They're all sealed at the moment, but if you could get one to pop it open.
Okay. I don't probably have enough spider strength to do that. I don't want to trip anything. Okay, taking the information that I know, I am going to scurry myself out, and I am going to scurry my way back over to Onavin, and then you see, like, the form kind of, like, up, and then reconstitute again. Well, they have had purple mushrooms here before. There is a purple substance of some kind, or there was, at least, in a sealed vial in those crates. There's also a lot of money in there.
Vials. That must mean that there is some refinement process that occurs here.
Would you like to hear my theory?
Yes.
Well, you can often take substances and distill it down, poison, into something more constitute. The poisons that I make, and then I like kind of flick open the milk, these didn't start like this. This is a flower originally. This is sap that comes from a tree that if you boil it at the right temperature and add a couple extra ingredients.
The sugars break down the rest of the organic
Exactly.
material.
So my sense is that these purple mushrooms are refined. They are distilled down into something much more potent.
So they let these people have their fun, and they take the rest, refine it here, transport it somewhere else, empty it, bring the vials back.
They are waiting for Haladan. I don't know it particularly, but they keep saying they're waiting for him.
What do the wares have to do with this? If certain ones of them are just appearing here with no recollection of who they are.
Perhaps these created wares are those that create the purple mushrooms. So to get more, you must create more. Just a theory.
The blue mushrooms require deep emotion. The red mushrooms require bloodshed. The purple mushrooms require a combination of the two.
The intense emotion of battle.
Of sacrifice.
Potentially, yes. We've all been there. A time where you've had to lose something and felt emotion about it. A time where you've had to fight for something, even though you know it would cost you. And like, Orlani is like, there is a, like, you are usually so stoic, and you can very much see that they are like, they can't push into your mind like you can push into other people's mind. But you know that if they could, it would be like, you feel things.
Insight if you want.
Clock's an 11.
Cool. Sorry, give me just a second. My laptop went to sleep.
We're gonna find out what you know. Or don't know.
Oh.
No!
And... Ross, no! Stop the power! About all of this stuff. And we're gonna take people through the epic poems you have in front of you.
Incredible.
And combat against the bears.
Write it down.
In our next episode! Amazing. Thank you. This is such a delight, and you are all treasures, and I love you so much. Thank you so much for bringing so much of your characters to the campaign. We're going to experience a lot in the next episode as we attempt to make people cry and feel things and attempt to defeat some wares in some duel-like combat. And maybe meet Paladin when he arrives.
Yeah, get it.
Don't cheer that on. We're level 3.
Amazing.
For now.
Da-da-da. Actually, after today,
Oh.
you'll
Say it,
all
say
be
it.
level 4. Woo! Amazing.
Glad I opened my stupid mouth.
Thank you, everybody. This is such a delight. I want to reach out to everybody who is watching us as well. If you've got stories that you're telling and things that are going on in your games that you also want to share and talk to us about, you can find us on Discord. You can comment out below our episodes and share with us. You can find me on Twitter/X. Anywhere that people share stuff, reach out, find us, let us know what's going on, what stories you're telling, because when you roll the dice, you make the magic happen.
Yeah.